ain't gonna lie. I think. All right, you gonna kill me for this. I think, and it's not even in a spirit of moment thing because of what just happened last year. I think surgically, Kendrick would smoke Eminem. Yep. Take the glasses off, brother.
All right, here we go.
Chizzy.
What up, Couch Gang and Couch... Okay. What up, Couch Gang and Couch Potatoes? Welcome back to BITO'S Couch Potato Podcast. It's your boy BITO back with another podcast episode. And as y'all seen, there was a little bit of difficulties in the beginning, but it's all right. And today's guest is another reactor, another poppin' reactor. We got some internet beef, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to going live. So today we doing it live together, you know what I'm saying? When I come on, he leaves. When I sign on, he go live. It's just this whole thing. But we locked him down for the conversation today. This is the homie, Big Doe. DF Domo from the DF Domo reaction channel, and we are here to chat and talk that major rap shit. So give a round of applause to my man Domo, man, and welcome him to the channel, man, and welcome to the couch. How we living today, brother?
Hey, we living in a city, you heard? Nah, I feel good to be here. Yo, appreciate you for even having me up here, respectfully. You heard? It's about to be litty, son.
Yes,
feel
sir,
me?
yes,
and
sir.
I definitely do those lives on purpose. And every time I see your name,
Yep,
I'm like, oh yeah, let's
I
wrap
see
this
the
up.
eyes dark in the chat, and you're like, all right, Bito said what up, or Europe, or whatever. All right, we out of here. We out of here. One time,
what time is it now?
If I ain't sending no dono request cash, he's like, yo, I gotta go, dog. I gotta be out. You know what I mean? I see what it is. I know what this relationship is, man. It's all good. It's an exchange. It's a transaction relationship here, man.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's fucking funny.
I understand BITO'S worth. It's cool.
Oh man,
what's going on, my brother, man? How's everything in life, man? How's life? How's the channel? How's growing, man? Just tell the people about yourself for those that might not be familiar with DF Domo, man. Give a little people insight.
Oh, you want to talk about the origin story?
Yeah, we all origins here, bro. We start from the beginning, bro. We do the same rundown like everybody else.
See, I was born in 1853, right? So this is not nobody knows this, right? I was a freedman, my brother. I was a freedman. But nah, in all seriousness, I'm from Harlem, New York, man. You heard, born and raised Harlem, New York. Even though I've lived in Queens, Bronx. I'm in Queens right now, so so from Harlem, feel me? My upbringing, feel me? I was my mom Dukes and all that. My pops was out here fucking everybody, so you know how that life go. Like he was doing his 1 and 2s, you feel me?
Papa was
but Pop, yeah, OD rolling in the stones though. Like he was out here terrorizing Harlem. So shout out to Pops though. Always love Pops. But damn, I don't really be answering questions like that. Feel me? I don't know how to. Get into it.
We'll end up politicking and shit, but I like to introduce people to the channel, to the couch, and let people just give a little introduction to themselves. I got you.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm just Domo, man, from Harlem. Feel me? Most of my hip hop takes would definitely be biased and East Coast biased because I'm from where I'm from. You feel me?
Definitely gonna get into that. I got some questions for you, brother. I got a bunch of questions for you, man, in regards to just, we do A&Ws over here, so we got some questions about what you like, what type of music you like, the hip hop conversations, and you've seen how we trap people up with the answers and whys. So we setting you up too. So stay tuned, dog. Stay tuned. But
damn, bro, I'm getting interrogated.
Yeah, it's your turn. Everybody gets a turn. But
we gonna be litty. We good.
So I just got a couple of questions getting into just reactions and everything that you've been doing. So what got you into creating your channel, and just how long have you been reacting for?
I started reacting, I think last year August. I started doing reactions, but I had my channel for like 3-4 years.
Okay.
Because I was doing gaming content at first. You feel me? I was doing gaming content. I got a spot. Shout out to you probably know Corey Kendrick, the gaming dude.
I'm getting into this space myself. I get familiar with people all the time, so yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I got inspired to create a channel because of Corey Kendrick, and he one of the dopest, especially in the black sector of gaming. He got like 22 million subscribers, all that shit.
Oh shit.
Feel me? So I was like, oh, I could do this too. You feel me? So I started doing the gaming shit. That shit was not working, gang, like at all. Son, that shit was ass. I go live and get 0 views, son. Like, this shit was
like,
terrible, son.
out here,
Yeah, I gotta do something. You feel me? So during the height, probably like in the middle of the Kendrick and Drake beef,
okay,
I started seeing these compilations of all these other reactors reacting to it, and I was like, "Oh, this is fire!" Like, you feel me? Because I'm already entrenched in the Drake and Kendrick shit, but seeing people react to it, I was like, "Oh, this is dope!" Like, like this is dope as hell.
Word.
So now there was like 2 reactors that I followed. Dude, I'm Dante. He do gaming and reacting, and there's a woman named D Chanel. Those was the ones that I would say inspired me to get into reactions.
Okay.
You feel me? So, but my first reaction wasn't the Drake shit though, because I seen everybody running with it, and I didn't want to just jump on the bandwagon. So my first reaction, I know you're gonna hate this. My first reaction was Eminem's Houdini, son.
You know what's funny?
And that's the
I see your post about that, and I was gonna ask you about it. So I guess we here, dog. I guess we here. Go ahead.
Oh shit! Here we go. so, but at this time, I was skied up because I didn't want to show the face yet. You heard? Okay. So I had the ski mask on, and then I said, "I'm gonna react to this song, and then if it's good, I'm gonna continue reacting to it. If it's bad,
cut the shit off. Oh yeah, I see
shit
the video,
ass. You feel me? Oh, you see that video was like 47 seconds.
And trust me, though, I ain't mad at you, brother, because I agree with you. I looked at that, I was like,
"Oh, word!
I don't fuck with Houdini, bro. I ain't fucking with that song, bro. Like,
shit
let me tell you about Houdini.
Boy.
Houdini, bro, was probably like all Eminem singles are trash when they come out and hit the radio. Like, that's me as an Eminem fan. I do not bang with mainstream Eminem songs, but I get the market. You know what I'm saying? I get that's kind of the origins of how he's been. Like, How My Name Is was just as goofy as Houdini. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same. It's the same formula for Eminem when he drops music. So I was not looking forward to The Death of Slim Shady, which actually ended up being a fire ass album. But when that single rolled out, I was like, oh shit, here we go. So I'm surprised you actually reacted to it. I called that shit Houdini. Like, I was upset. So I reacted to it. I fucked up.
Terrible. You reacted to the whole thing?
Oh, bro, I did a whole my first upload, which is funny that you said your first upload was that. My first upload was the Death of Slim Shady album reaction. So I ended up getting through it like that. So I was like, all right, let's get into this. I got to Houdini, which was like 5 tracks in, and I was like, yeah, this shit sucks, y'all. I'm like, I'm sorry, this shit's ass. And then, but here's the thing: as soon as I said this shit was ass, motherfuckers was like, well, your audio's ass. It was my first 3 uploads, so they was like, your audio's ass. You should re-upload all this shit because it sucks. And I was just like, all right, yo, like, come check with me in a year. You feel me? But yeah,
bro, I hate him. Oh, Bito, you break it up.
I'm about to say, I think you started breaking up too. That was crazy. It just happened. What up, GOAT? Appreciate it, dog. Appreciate it. What up, GOAT?
That shit.
Word, you was just in the Matrix. You was on your Keanu Reeves just now.
Hey, go up, Gengi.
My guy, what's good, dog? Appreciate you sliding to the couch.
Go.
You hear me now? Are we still lagging?
No.
You hear me now? Dope. I think we lost Doe. Think we lost Doe, bro. Did we lose Doe? You hear? Something? Nothing? Everything? Is it a me thing? It's me?
Good money. I've been talking this whole time.
Oh,
let me check my internet though. But my internet sometimes be on some bullshit.
Yeah, StreamYard has been real weird with me last couple of weeks, man. But my internet's good though. But you hear me now? Ghost said, "This is what happens when y'all talk crazy about Eminem's Houdini." This is what y'all get. It's not StreamYard, it's the combo. What the fuck? Today's just a funny day today, huh? Alright, dog. Yo. Alright. Technical difficulties part 2, because this is what happens on a Saturday, I guess, where we can't go through clear. I'm reading the chat though. Go to fool, man. Go got me dying. Maybe it is our fault though.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We should praise the Houdini video. You feel me? We should praise
It's like, oh, where are you talking about our goat?
Yep. Nah, we gotta shut it down. But yeah, you know, like I was saying.
I'm sorry.
Like I was saying before Eminem cut my internet off.
apologize.
You know, the Houdini song was not my thing, man. I definitely 100% agree with you. But overall, that was probably honestly the only song that I didn't like out of the Death of Slim Shady, just mainly because it was a overall great project, great concept album and everything. I mean, I'm still listening to that shit today. You know what I mean? A whole year later. So
Oh shit. I haven't gonna lie. I think I skimmed through the album. I think I heard like 2-3 joints. I can't name them. That was cool with me. Like, you feel me? But I don't know. Eminem hasn't been all that to me. I think the last album I liked from Eminem was Making what's that shit?
Music
Is it
to Be
Making a
Murdered
Murderer?
By?
Yeah, that shit is fire.
You know what's funny?
That album is fire.
You're right. That's a tough album, and it's another good concept album. You know what I'm saying? Off of just, you know, horror movie themes and Alfred Hitchcock, like Hitchcock. That was a great album as well too. Which is funny you say that, and I have to go back and revisit that album mainly because as I've done a couple of reactions off of A and B side, I'm sitting here like, damn, I really didn't appreciate these albums in real time. But I also have I hold Eminem to a high standard, like to such a high standard where that. Like if you're not capturing that 03 to, or sorry, that 99 to 03 feel for me, and then you're going into like you know, a relapse bag or something where it's like you're trying to find yourself again. I think that's where I get a little deterred from him. But then when I go back, I'm like, nah, he's rapping, because sometimes he gets excuse me, he gets so into his rap flows and his cadences and double time and just like crazy bars that sometimes if you're just casually listening, you're not going to catch it. But if you want to sit down and listen to them bars and break them down, which is what I've gotten through with those albums on here, I'm like, oh yeah, he's killing this shit. So I mean, Eminem's my GOAT regardless, you know what I'm saying? And not everything you're going to like from your artist is going to be perfect, you know what I'm saying? So
I agree. I think that's what the thing with M over the years that got me is because he got too technical. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the technicality of it all, but when it's just technical with no substance added to it, at least for me, I just be like, alright, you just rapping. Like, I don't want to make it a race thing, but you just doing a typical white boy rap. Like you feel me? I'm a pinnacle, tentacle, spin the window, deliver cool here in the channel, and they're not saying shit. You're not saying nothing at all, but it sound good though. I'm a lyrical individual, spiritual, critical. Everybody know we spiritual.
Listen, man, you ain't about to do the 2011 BET Cypher on me and act like that shit. It's up, bro. You not about to disrespect him like that, and I will not let you say he's doing a typical white boy rap. I will refuse to let you say that because I call it the choppy flow. but I won't say your typical white boy rap because I know what you mean by the typical white boy rap and flow. And I don't think Eminem gives you those filler bullshit bars. You just be like, why'd you say that? And what the fuck was that? I think that's really what it is from M. But M is always
sometimes, man.
Like, I mean, sometimes I say there's something from the Eminem show where he says like, oh, what the fuck? I forget the line on top of my head. I'm gonna bring that back later. But he do say some things. And you like whatever. But you gotta remember that fast double time rap. Jay-Z used to rap like that. A lot of dudes from the 90s.
Yeah, with the Fushnickers and all that.
You know, they used to really rap like that. So I don't really call it what you just called it. You know what I'm saying?
See, but the only reason I call it that, to keep it a bean, is because every time I hear a white rapper, not all the white rappers, but most of the time they all got the same. Like, it's like select your fighter, and then it's got Eminem style, and that's it. Like, you feel me? Select your fighter, just like Eminem. And then they all just pick that bag.
I get it, because once again, most white folks will love Eminem and rap because that's their inspiration sometimes. So I can't knock it. You know what I'm saying? I can't knock that you're gonna try to pick and adapt that, in my opinion. But it goes back to you better be saying some shit though, and that's how I feel with like double time rap. You better be saying some shit in those lyrics. You better be doing those compound syllables and all that while you're doing it. Yeah. Like, I spin him and I flip him, I dip him and I dip him, and you saying that, and I slow it down and I go read your lyrics on Lyrical Genius, and I'm like, oh, that's all you said? That's when I get a little upset.
You ain't say nothing. Yeah, man. It's like, the skill is dope. But I can't do that shit. I can say that. I can't do that.
100%.
But if I was to try, and then I just sound just like you. The spiritual, lyrical, critical, individual, piston tool.
Stop.
So, let's big up the cipher though.
I know
when he first started it,
I love that cipher. Stop it.
He's like, in your swimming pool. I was like, I am. Alright, bro.
You know I hold that cipher to a high regard, and I cannot allow you to kill me with the lyrical, miracle, spiritual, individual, criminal.
But that's how he started
in the swimming pool. Yeah, he swimming pool. Shit. Like, he did the lyrical, miracles. Like, he did all that, bro. Like, he was joking around. He was trolling.
I get it, but think about it. These other rappers, they don't be joking, son. They really rap like that.
I mean, bro. Tyler Creator literally went on Funk Flex and said, "Me and Punk Flex ride around looking for men with bald heads and butt sex." Like, what are you talking about? Like,
but that was fire because it was funny as hell.
So that was funny as hell. But lyrical miracles.
But think about it, though. Like, think about it.
Is it funny in your swimming pool? And then they literally have to say, "Oh," because it wasn't meant to be serious, nigga.
That Tyler Creator shit was crazy.
Oh, bro, that was the most funniest piece I think I've ever seen because I was not expecting.
I think I know that shit word for word, which is nasty. Why is that in my catalog? He said, me and Flex looking in the index for rough buff neck niggas with some hot butt stats.
And Flex is like, nah, bro, what we doing? What we talking about? But he's a clown for that. When you're so talented at the rap shit, bro, you can kind of play around and do little goofy shit. I mean, Eminem came out with the song Fact, which is easily Eminem's worst song of all time. In my opinion, Fact is crazy. This dude said, put a gerbil in my buns. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what? I didn't even hear that. What?
Yeah, go listen to I think I'm going, and I'm not even going to finish the rest. But yeah, go listen to that. Go listen to that, B.
Nah, he said he put a gerbil in his buns, and then white people resonate with that shit too. He's like, yeah, I got a gerbil right now. Like, start grabbing little Sammy out the thing.
Oh man. But I got another question for you too, though, man, because I do like to talk about the individuals on the couch as well too, because you know. With networking and putting people out there, you never know who's watching. You never know who wants to be interested in what you do. So this is kind of what I like to do, man. So also on not a serious note, but with some questions. What are like your plans or intentions with like your channel? Like, where do you see your channel going in 2 years? Since it seems like you've gotten invested into the reaction side of the YouTube world. Do you feel like you're gonna grow with that and commit to that more or less because you're seeing the growth from it?
I think I'll probably branch off a little bit in 2 years, but I'm still gonna be doing reactions. You feel me? I would do country rap reaction. I do recently. I'm about to start doing. I'm gonna do the Clips album because I've been hearing some great things about that shit.
You ain't heard
it yet? Nah, I've only heard like some of the singles off it.
Okay.
People been saying it's a classic.
No,
Like, it's a
I was ready
classic
to
off
have a
rip.
whole conversation with you about that because I want to
Oh
review it with you.
damn.
Damn, I'll wait then. We'll
Okay.
talk again.
But yeah. I'm gonna do. Of course, I'm gonna do reactions, but I want to get into like doing more skits, putting my music out.
Okay.
I already had the idea. I had floated the idea last year because I wrote like 2 movies in my phone. I wanted to
Nice.
start doing the movies and all that. So yeah, in 2 years, I want to at least give people more of me, like from my I suppose I've been this. I be bullshitting, but I got this supposed to do this series called what's that shit? Unspoken Word, which is me doing my poems that I got on my phone and
Yep.
just putting it in different settings and stuff like that,
Okay.
just to give people more of me. So that's basically what I'm trying to do. Just still stick to the reactions, but get to know me more or through my content.
Word.
Besides just the laughs and all that.
Right, and that's dope because I've noticed I went through your channel a little bit. I went through your IG a little bit more because I gotta do my homework a little bit too. And I know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. I noticed that you was big on the skits, and I've seen a couple of skits through Two Girls One Pod. Also, big shout out to Two Girls One Pod as well too. We gonna have a
Hey,
conversation
big
with them
man,
soon
big
as
man,
well. Soon,
big
word.
crawfish.
And seeing you do your skits, I'm like, oh, he's got some versatility, and you're trying to get into different bags of things. So, do you feel like you was like, I'm gonna go back to that because I built a fan base, I built a following, I've got viewership basically. So now you can kind of go into things. And I heard you mention, I want to involve me in it and have people see me. Do you think all reactors or people that come onto this space and create content, they start with one niche and then they're like, I want people to embrace me, so they start thinking about other ideas? Is that where you think you're at right now too?
Yeah, because I think if you do anything for too long, it gets stagnated.
Yes.
So, and then if you don't have like people, people rock with us, BITO'S. So we have the core audiences that rock with us, but a lot of reactors, especially on the mainstream, don't get to show themselves. So all you thinking is a robot. I'm gonna just do react to this, react to this, react to this. So when they fall off, if they do fall off, it's because people don't not attached to them. They don't see the human side. You just looking at, oh, this by entertainment. But now if you got a human side, and then people like, oh, I can relate to you. That's why people like artists. Oh, you saying something that's relatable to me that's going on right now in my life. So I want to show people like, oh, I'm a regular dude. So, but I always say that though in my lives. I'm a regular dude, son. I have conversations with most people in my tribe. Yeah, like most people in my tribe know if you just hit me on my IG, I'm gonna respond.
Right.
Probably 2-3 days later, but I'm gonna respond. But I'm gonna definitely respond and have a conversation because I ain't special, bro.
Right. You're not too big. You're not too big for your audience. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I feel like you should never feel like you may be too big for your audience. And like, I think when you get to a certain level, obviously, like it comes to a time where like you can't really just interact and engage with everybody.
Of course.
I feel like when you're on the up and you're coming and you're going and you're figuring out what you got to do, I think the most important part and what I represent on my channel especially is the engagement. You know what I'm saying? Is connecting with the people in the comments, whether it's positive, negative, or in between. I think all engagement is good engagement at the end of the day. So I feel like if I grow an audience with that, because once again, everybody wants to be a part of something too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to feel a part. They want to feel like they've been heard, been seen, whatever the case may be. And with that engagement and as you grow, I think that for both parties here, I think that'll just help our progression, man. And that's dope that you have that vision on it as well too.
Yeah, man. And I won't keep it 100 with the tribe that at least I cultivated on my side. They helped me do a lot of mental shit too, because sometimes I be in my head a lot. Like you're a creator, so you understand. Like you just be in your head, and I think YouTube and IG and all these places give me a release. Like I know I'm not alone in this shit. You feel me? So I want to get deep, but like sound like depressed and all that. But yeah, like
no, I mean that's real shit. People go through real life things every day, bro. Like it's not to say like you were going too deep. It's more or less like it goes back to what we've already said. You got a human side. You know what I'm saying? You're not somebody that's, all up in the videos, all up in the camera, just dancing, reacting. You're not doing all that. Like you express your real feelings about things, and you're not trying to be this generic person that if you go to somebody else's channel, you're just like, yeah, I'm here for your music and this is great, but it's like, nah. Some days I feel like ass, and some days I got shit going on, and I'm here to present. Like you show your vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? Every time people come on here and they be like their true, authentic selves, it's always showing vulnerability, and I don't think people take that into accountability a lot.
Nah, I agree.
I
agree 100%.
Yes, sir. Also, too, man, you know, going into that as well as just, you know, feeling stagnant and just transitioning to another thing. Like, what's your favorite genre of music? And it's a two-parter. So, what's your favorite genre of music? And what was the first hip hop or CD, depending on your age? You know what I'm saying? Because some people was around the 90s with the cassette. So, I'll say tape or CD that you bought.
Okay. My favorite genre, of course, is hip hop, man.
Okay.
Hip hop raised me from the Mecca. The first, it's two. It's two. I never purchased them. My mom purchased them. Don't laugh, right? So the first CD my mom ever bought me was the Bow Wow joint with when he had the Cubs jersey on, the brown joint. Was it the Browns? The Browns jersey, I think it was.
He's from Cleveland, so whatever that shit. Or Ohio, whatever.
Yeah, with the dog shit. With the we had the dog on it. I forgot the name of it.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't. You know, Bow Wow. Me and Bow Wow like the same age. So when he was coming out, I was like, I ain't listening to this nigga dead. I like the girl.
Oh, okay, yeah, I respect it. So it was that album, and funny enough, she got me the Marshall Mathers LP.
What?
Both of those. Both of those. Bro, I'm telling you, because that's. Yeah, all that.
Oh,
feel me, nigga? All of that, son. My mom, I ain't gonna lie, son. Shout out to mom. I'm not gonna put her business out there. My mom was really outside, like she was really gangster. Like, you feel me?
She said, "Yeah, we gonna listen to this shit, explicit content only." Nigga.
Oh, yo, I was bumping weirdly. I was going through the Bow Wow album and then jumping into Eminem. It's like a whole different dichotomy. You feel me? Yeah, but yeah. So those are the two albums that well, technically introduced me to hip hop. Okay. But when I left mama crib, when I used to go to my cousin's crib, my aunt, rest in peace, Pam, she used to be bumping Tupac up and down through the crib, especially on Friday nights when they turn it up and lit. Bro, you know how much times I heard "Hit 'Em Up" on repeat? like you feel me? We little kids and
that's why FJB, you fat mother effer by heart.
all the bars, all the lyrics to that shit, son. And I love that song to this day, son. Exactly. Feel me? So I'll be with my cousins that's around my age. Then I got a bigger cousin. Shout out to my cousin Pokey. And I go in his room and he's introducing me to Big L, Children of the Corn, Cam and them, Bloodshot. Yeah. And then a couple years later he introduced me to T.I. before T.I. got popping. Okay. So like my big cousin was the introduction to like underground shit, the Locks, not Loaded Lux, that was later on. But the Locks, Jada and them, who else was it? I said Big L, Big Pun and them. So yeah, man, I got all different branches.
Word. So your lineage basically sounds like you started with teeny bop raps and crazy ass Marshall Mathers at the same time. So you got the introduction of both worlds. You're like, all right, this is what it's like for kids my age that rap, and then you're like, oh, this is that crazy that go on out here. All right,
yeah, it was dope, son. It was a nice little dope introduction. You know what's the dopest part about that Bow Wow album? That if you took it out the CD,
wasn't there a Snoop feature on that Bow Wow wow yippee yo yippee yay
yeah. Bark with me now. That's my shit. Hold on, Bow Wow's a slept on legend, son. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. He's definitely a fucking legend, son. Especially for the teeny boppers up.
I like had the posters on the wall.
Oh well, that's understandable. like, sure to give him his dick. Like you don't know that man. Oh shit! But the dope thing about that album, which I found out probably like a year after I got it, was if you take the CD out and put it in the computer, it came with a scooter game.
Oh,
you feel me? So you use little Bow Wow on a scooter. Like that was dope. Cause think about back then. Like you feel me? You put it on a computer. You playing a scooter game. That was hard. That was
crazy.
Hard,
I didn't even know that existed, dog. I never had the CD, so that's crazy. And if I did, it might have been on bootleg. And the bootleg wasn't doing that. That's funny, man. That's funny. Now I heard you mention Tupac, and I was gonna save this one for later as well too. And you being from New York, and Tupac being a West Coast artist, and I'm gonna put air quotes on that because you see where I'm going. Do you truly feel that Tupac is a West Coast artist, or do you feel like he just represented the coast because he was signed with Death Row? Because I feel like technically Tupac was a West Coast artist for like 3 years, dog. Like we forgetting about the Digital Underground days, the days before that where he was running around in New York and shit like that, and we forget that he was born in, I want to say,
He's
the
from Harlem.
Bronx. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like,
He's from Harlem.
so how are we saying that a dude that spent 2 years on a record label that
Mm-hmm.
was represented out west and had a bunch of West Coast dudes, how are we saying that he's a top West Coast artist of anything? I understand he reside, and then I'll say this too, is like I understand
Okay.
Corrupt's from Philly or wherever. You know what I'm saying? And then but
Corrupt from Philly?
I think Corrupt ain't from LA. He's from the East Coast too.
What?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's
So I'm
crazy.
like, I understand that, but I think at least with Corrupt, I feel like he actually lived out there for like a lot of his life. Where Tupac
big chunk of his life
was all over the place throughout his childhood. Yeah, he went to the Bay, but I'm like, I feel like he resided mostly in the East Coast. And then when you look at old interviews, dog, he was on the New York streets, Debo and bootleggers for selling his shit. Like he did a lot of his stuff in New York in the early before jail in '95. He was an East Coast rapper, bro. It was the magazines and the East Coast West Coast thing that kind of shifted the faces at the time, which is Biggie and Tupac, as the faces of the East and the West. And I think everybody got blinded by that because I'm like, where is this West Coast shit coming from? So my fault, man. I just wanted to get your intake on that. Do you feel like Tupac's
I believe, of course, because he's from Harlem, so I'm always gonna be biased. So I believe he's more of an East Coast artist than a West Coast artist, but I understand why the West Coast adopted him because of what he did for the scene.
The impact
during that time. Yeah, the impact he had. Tupac was wilding on the West, son.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was, remember that during that time he was just putting out mad music, just going to the studio doing like 12 songs a night type, like, you feel me? And then really putting the West Coast on his back during that time. And then if you from, of course, our era or the older era, they see that and they be like, oh yeah, he really rocking with the West Coast. And plus, remember the West Coast, East Coast beef. Nas was beefing with Death Row with them at the time and all that. So I understand why the West Coast adopted him like that, because a lot of the people our age and older listening to Tupac doing what they was doing out there at the time.
Yep.
Like, you feel me? So you automatically adopt him. You automatically see, like Pusha T and Malice just talked about it. They born in the Bronx.
Yo, I see that. I thought y'all were Virginia niggas. Facts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you feel me? But to their credit, they left when they was 2 years old.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, they grew up in Virginia. Yeah. Like, were you born? Yeah, cool. And if Tupac was born and whatever, and then like moved out, I would get it. But I'm like, nah, he like lived his life around here. He was a New York nigga.
Yeah, he was in New York, and then he moved to Baltimore. Still East Coast.
East Coast. There was no I lived out west until he was an adult.
Yeah, he was like 21, 22 when he came out to the West. Like,
there was none of that, unless I'm missing a piece of information where he lived in the Bay from like 14 to 20. Forgive me, but as far as I know, he didn't do that. I feel like he adapted the West Coast as soon as he pretty much got with the
over there.
You know what I'm saying?
But then, and then not the disrespect, you know, Tupac's character. Remember, he was like an actor too. He was in performance arts and all that too.
He was Drake.
He could switch. He could maneuver to any situation. So he could be with the street dudes in LA, and then he could be with the philosophical brothers in the East with the 5%ers and all that.
He was a Black Panther born kid too. So it's all like he's got that whole lineage. But we will say he's one of the, you know, outside of Drake, he's definitely one of the best gangster rapper actors out there in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's not to disrespect Tupac's character at all, but it goes back to like we all, and this is the thing in hip hop too. Like, we do know that a lot of rappers, when they go on that street shit or whatever, it's mostly them telling a story of the life of somebody else from like the perspective of seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Because like when we grow older, we're like, hold on, how was you in school and doing all this, but you a gangster?
Yeah, like, you know when the whole talk about the bricks he lost, like 92 bricks.
You know, maturing is realizing like, yo, they rapping stories. They're great storytellers, and there's no discredit on that. But I think the younger generation, because like us, we always got fooled by artists rapping about the life and thinking that they're actually about that life. But then when we get older, we're like, wait a minute, you're a businessman. You went to school at a great school. Most of these dudes went to great schools too. Yeah,
private schools and all that. They even grow up. A lot of them even grow up in the hood. Like, that's the crazy part. It be like, and then that really be pissing me off, because then, you know, when we, of course, we young, we questionable, we think that's the life, because we start seeing them running around with the women. They got the money and all that. And they portray the street dudes. But then when you grew up around real street dudes, it's not like that. You feel me? Because they don't tell the flaws about when people getting killed left and right around you, getting locked up left and right around you. They make it look like it's glamorous out here. Feel me? So when I see the rappers who work from the streets talk about both sides, I'm like, I can respect that.
I can respect that
Because
more than that.
Because you're not telling me you sold 100 bricks for what Pablo and then never got indicted. Word.
Unless you snitching. Unless you snitching.
Unless you ratted or some shit like that. Sir. Like, come on, son.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about that.
That transitions into my next kind of part of the conversation as well, too, which is like, what are some things in music or hip hop? And since we talking about hip hop, fuck it, we'll say like, what are some things in hip hop that you'd like to see change or go back to? Like, because the state of hip hop's a nasty place right now. So, what do you like to see be improved more in the hip hop space?
Are you talking about from the mainstream or just?
I think just in general. You know what I'm saying? Because like, with hip hop conversations, with hip hop narratives, with music, like all of it kind of falls into one, whether it's independent or mainstream, and they all kind of adapt to the same trends. So,
we need more music about real life shit. Like, I ain't talking about the street shit, cause we ran that to the ground from 88 up. Like, we ran that shit to the ground
for gangster rap.
Yeah, but then it's like I know BITO, how they had the meeting and then they just started pumping all that music out there to destroy our neighborhoods. Yeah, so it's like why will we if we know the information nowadays, especially since we got the internet, why are we continuing to go down that same path of gangster when it's corny? Feel me? Then because look, it transformed into selling drugs to using drugs, and then all we're doing is talking about killing people now with the drill shit. Feel me? And then you see what's happening with the youth. So you see what happened with our fucking generation.
Boston, you see all, like, for example, Boston rappers that adapted that drill concept, and you see people getting clapped up and talking about smoking on packs now because they adapt that lingo from Chicago in Boston. And in my 37 years of living in Boston, I ain't never seen no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Until they started adapting that style from Chicago, which I think is corny in that regard. Make the music sound hot, but if you're gonna start living it and doing all that, that's where I draw the line. But nah, I'm with you
100%. And we need to bring back real lyricism, son. Like, I think Pusha T and Malice showed, like, even though they talk some. From what I heard, at least of the album, they had little coke bars here and there. But a lot of that shit was storytelling.
Yes,
a lot of shit I heard was storytelling. Like, I did hear the first song off the album when they talking about their mom and their dad.
Yep, crazy song too.
Like that is crazy. Yeah. But we don't hear that no more. And then a lot of this, like, we don't have staying power music no more. Right. We have flash in the pan music,
microwave music. You have shit that's quick, and then you over it in like 3 days or
2 weeks.
Yeah,
not even that. Like, so we need to go back to where rappers are rapping about real life shit. I'm not even talking about the street shit, just real life
conscious raps, dog.
Things that and I think that I agree. And then I think that concept kind of fucked up. Remember what Jay-Z said to Nas? What he said? He said,
"Was you trying to kick knowledge?"
That one, and when he said, if I want to be rapping like it'd be common sense, but I'll be rapping something like what he said.
But I've been rapping since I know exactly what your line is. I mean, but Jay-Z has also been notorious for he did that with DOA with Death of Autotune. He's always been notorious for like throwing little slights at different styles because he's Jay. But you gotta remember, Jay adapts all of those and incorporates that into his music as well. You know what I'm saying? Minus the auto-tune. I don't think Jay-Z's ever done the auto-tune side of things, but everything else that he's kind of said was whack. He's done conscious raps. You know what I'm saying? He's done I ain't rapping like Common and I do whatever the Common sense shit. He's done those Common type of things. You know what I'm saying? Like 444 would be like a conscious album of Jay-Z's, to be real.
And it was a good album too.
That was a hell of an album.
That was
a mature album. At that time. So all rappers kind of do it. I think kind of to your point is like you have, I can even go as far as back as like the Kendrick G&X album. You know what I mean? There's consciousness to it. There's concepts. There's real shit behind. Like, he's rapping about his journey with the pen. Like you said, you don't gotta be on the street stuff to talk about real things. You can talk about life, and you don't have to be too rich. Cause I think a lot of people be like, oh well, when people make money or reach a certain status, they are no longer able to rap about the things that common folks go through and everything. Like, what
That's
struggle.
bullshit because they got common folks in their family.
That's what I'm saying. You got folks in your family, and on top of that, the money don't mean you don't still go through struggle and all the same things that regular people go through as well. That's the main thing I think I look at it. I'm like, just because you see all these people with the money, they never fucking happy. You know what I'm saying? They usually are depressed. They usually go OD on drugs. You know what I'm saying? There's all these other things that money does not fill for these voids that people have, where it's like you can still talk about that, but instead, like you said, it's like, well, I got to this status, I got the money. Labels is like rap about this money versus like, oh, I'd rather rap about the stresses that come with the money or the things that come with this fame. Because you used to hear that too, but now you barely even hear that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know who was a great representative of going from rapping about the streets, learning certain shit, and then prospering very well? Besides Nas, shout out to Nas. I think Nipsey was one of them ones that did that. Like, you feel me? Because if you listen to Nipsey from the
you're talking about ownership, businesses, and all
that.
Because before, get the culture, you know, on the game
to go more independent and start going direct to consumer. Because at the end of the day, we already know, especially if we see what this UMG shit doing now with us actors, they be taking money out of y'all pockets. So why not go? I know it's harder because you got to go boost to the ground, but why not be independent and do that? And I think Nipsey was the embodiment of that. Like, you feel me? And I rest in peace, Nipsey, man. Because I know if he was still alive, the concepts and the albums he would have been dropping so far
would have been so dope. It would have been what we just heard with "Let God Sort Him Out" on steroids.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
Because he was actually doing that. He was actually
building neighborhoods, all of that. You know what I mean? He was a very conscious brother, man. I mean, I was a little late to Nip. You know what I mean? Myself, like I probably started listening to Nip. I was one of those people that he was somebody to me after somebody killed him. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know that saying, like, you're nobody till somebody kills you. Like, I started getting real hip to Nipsey after the fact, and I was like, damn, this brother got some conscious raps. He's got some real game in his bars, bro. Like, like yourself. I love when rappers give you perspective and drop jewels. I don't need the mindless shit every single time. I don't need to ride around in the whip music where I can just bop, do all that. I need you to say something to me. I need you to talk to me. And I'm a little bit more older now, too, so it's like I need things that will make sense to what my life is now.
Yeah, man. And I think, because especially when I got into Nipsey, shout out to my man Rob. He's from Queens, too. It was random. This is why I used to work construction on I used to do roofing. Like, I used to do the World Trade Center, MSG, and all that shit, right? So, god damn. You hear my phone going off or no?
Nah, you good.
Okay, cool. So, so one day because we used to have the little radios and all that, and all I hear was I think what mixtape was it? He had Mailbox Money, and my man Rob was playing it like all the time, and I'm just listening like, who the fuck is that? And he was like, oh, this is the dude from the West Coast named Nipsey. So I just started listening to the music, and that shit changed my life when it came to like working. Don't get me wrong, people, if you're working 9 to 5, make your money, do your thing. But it changed my mind. Was like, damn, I don't want to be doing this for the rest of my life. I want to be doing a 9 to 5. I want to build a business. I want to build a legacy. I want to have trust for my niece, nephew, my kids in the future. Like, you feel me? So Nipsey, man,
hell yeah, and
it
was delivered the same way how you just said. Whatever you heard from Nipsey, it motivated you to want to not do the 9 to 5 and like get your own shit off. You know what I'm saying? Do your own thing. Where that same message, because it's all about how you deliver the message. And I'm sidebarring here, but remember when Dame was on the Breakfast Club and he was like, "That's like calling another man daddy," and I got my cookies and all that shit like that. That was a day for me where I was like, I don't want to work no more. I'm still working, but you know what I'm saying? It made me be like, oh, I don't think I can do this. Like, that rubbed me the whole wrong way. So like, ever since hearing that, I've been on a mission to try to figure out how to not work and call another man daddy and shit like that.
Nah, because see, Dame did it bluntly.
Yes.
Like, you feel me? Because he's real with that shit.
Hurts. You know what I'm saying? The truth hurts,
because think about it, even when it comes to family and all that, right? How much generations of our family did the 9 to 5, retired at 65, and then the rest of their life, they was good. But like for our generation now, that 9 to 5, you gotta work 60, 80 hours just to survive out here. You feel me? So it's not like the same benefits just to get a house and all that. It's not the same thing. So now you working extra hard for a company. And then if you pay rent instead of paying mortgage, like it's a bunch of bullshit.
It's crazy out here, man. You know, we in a capitalist world.
It's a scam. Shit is a scam, son. This whole thing is a scam. This is a scam, son. I hate this place sometimes.
Yo, listen, I wake up every day being like, damn, we still doing this shit. But you know, it's just, we gotta strap our boots on and do this shit, man. We gotta do it. But on a less serious note, because we go from serious to ha ha he ha ha every time. What are in the reaction space, man? I think we all do this, bro. And I always have this question on deck for anybody who definitely reacts or is a creator. But we all run across these moments where people are in our comments, right? And people, when they're in the comments, they say and type the most reckless stuff. And I think I seen my man Go post something the other day where he did it in the most respectable way I've ever seen in my life. Shout out to him. I couldn't do it, but shout out to him. It goes back to like, what is like one of your favorite comments like that you see in there, and like, how do you react to it? Like for me, my favorite one, right? And this happened just the other day. I went into like, I think I did some artist I never did before, and it was late at night because I remember doing it and I was fucking tired. And somebody literally goes, "You're yawning and not trying." And I literally was like, "What?" Like, and I had to watch the video because I'm sitting here like, I know I wasn't just sitting here the whole time. Yeah, I'm like, nigga, I know I yawn, but I'm like, I can't yawn. So I yawned 3 times in the video, and it was like 3 or 4 times every other minute, and it was like an 8-minute video. It was an 8-minute video. I go, yo, my brother. I was like, first of all, why is it that I feel like people want to tell you what to do in your house? Because that's not the first time somebody's told me like not to do something. Like somebody's like, you're yawning and I don't respect it. I don't feel like. But then another person was like, why are you getting up? If you're gonna get up during the reaction, I'm not gonna finish your video. And I'm like, nigga, like I'm in my crib, bro. Like I'm still listening to the fucking music. Like I can press the back button. Fucking
just click this. You don't have to cut. Like that's the thing. People be losers, bro, because you don't have to. Like if I see something in a reaction video and I don't like it, I'm not saying nothing. I'm gonna just click off the video. Dudes be like this. I hate what you're doing, and be in the computer like this. Like I'm gonna get my comment off because I'm pussy in real life. So right,
bro. I'd be like, so you watching the video and typing like, if I don't like it, I'm just gonna click off the video every time. Like, I don't even got nothing to say. I'll be like, I don't feel like hearing this shit, and just turn it off.
Yeah, and people win, son. But to go with what you just said, one of the funniest. It's funny to me because I think racism be funny sometimes, especially over the internet.
You know what's funny? I've never gotten those on my comments, dog. My fault.
You haven't?
Nah, bro. And the funny thing is, I've done adult moves. I've done the rappers that would attract that type of thing because of like the way I react to them, especially if they say the N-word and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm surprised I haven't gotten those. It'd just be like respectable conversations, which I'm thankful for because I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna handle somebody get ill on the comments with that. But my fault.
Nah, it's funny because it came from an Eminem fan, bro.
Okay.
When I did the Houdini record, right? I had put a YouTube short up of my video, and there was some butch lesbian woman, right? She said, yeah, because I found out where she lived and all that. So she, because right when I see the comment, I end up doing a roast video of her because she was wilding, right? So I see the comment. She said, word for word, bro, if you think this is trash, you need to start listening to niggers killing niggers music. And I was sitting there like, whoa, because I don't like Houdini. I do not like Houdini. This big back butch lesbian bitch started wailing on me for no reason. So
like a Houdini song, dog.
I didn't like Houdini out of all Eminem songs.
But
I didn't like Houdini.
What she said is nuts though, because I'll give racists credit. They get real creative with when they say the shit.
They be fire because they be like, especially white racists.
What?
What? Yo, white racists will be mad hilarious. So if you take the emotion out of it, they should be mad funny, son. Because where did you get that from?
Come up with that shit.
Yeah, like what's going on in your mind for you to be that creative and funny?
Yo, I gotta give internet racist credit on that standpoint. It's like y'all be creative as hell. Like y'all are dumb as fuck, but they be creative as hell with the shit they say. Because it just be like, yo, why'd you even come up with that? Like. What you're around with where that's the combination of words that you're putting together to disrespect me. That's crazy.
Yo.
For a song.
for Houdini out of all the songs,
it wasn't
by the
like
way.
Say What You Say. Like, it wasn't like a banging Eminem song. It was fucking
Yeah.
Yo, fans, bro. Fans be
fans
fans.
is
Fans
wow,
will fan,
son.
B.
They be doing too much. And then the crazy part, right? My first experience with racism, at least, I know this has got nothing to do with hip hop, but online, on like the gaming shit, like Call of Duty, right? No, it was Halo. It was Halo 2 when it first came out.
Oh, yeah. Duty or Halo's
this dude called me an obsidian monkey, and I have not left that. That shit have not left my mind for all my whole life. Because where did you get that? What do you mean? What you mean?
Obsidian monkey is nuts.
Yo, you just. What do you mean?
Wow.
I was like, yo, people funny, son. I be looking at racism, like, unless it's like real serious racism.
Right,
but
right.
Online, that should be hilarious.
Racism, I can't let that bother me, bro. I can't let keyboard racism
bother me. Bro. Because if you want to be ignorant, bro. I don't got time for that shit. I'll laugh at you. Like, I'll just laugh at you because you weird.
Oh, I laugh at every comment, bro. Like, there's not a lot of comments that make me lose sleep, bro. But
yeah,
it's really the whole, like, because in the beginning, I ain't gonna lie, when I first started, when they came with those certain comments, I used to be sweating over the phone. I'd be like, oh, these niggas got me mad today, nigga. I'd be like, hold up, then I gotta put the phone down for 5 minutes. Like, let me reconsider this shit real quick before I go. Because the one thing I always said getting into this space is that I'm not gonna get into the comment section if I'm gonna engage in the comments and be going back and forth with you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And when I say back and forth, like, if you come disrespectful, I'm just gonna make you feel dumb. Because 9 times out of 10, you commented on something that you heard within 30 seconds, 2 minutes of the video, didn't like that, but you didn't listen to the rest of what the fuck I had to say. So I kind of I combat it with that, because you can just tell when you read it at this stage too. You can just tell when people either A, didn't really fully watch it, or B, they just wanted to just comment on it just because they ain't like your face.
Weirdo, son.
Like, yo, how miserable can you be to scroll online and then like talk shit on the comments? Like, you do realize you're helping the algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, you do no harm for me when you comment anything. But when you go negative, I'm like, thanks. I'm like, I appreciate it, because now that helps the shit get out there more. And somebody sees that negative comment, be like, what the fuck are they talking about? And nobody ever agrees with those negative comments when they really watch the video.
Yeah.
So it's like,
especially
go ahead.
No, go ahead. My fault, Beto.
No, you good.
Especially the people who've been rocking with you, they know who you are already because they've watched your content. They know that when they see the negative comment, they'll come and defend you. Shout out to Carissa, shout out to Elena, Amanda, Mel, all the people on my side. They be just comment because they're like, yo, you don't even know him. Right. Like I've been watching him for a long time. He's not like, all right, perfect example. The worst video I've put out that I still get comments to this day, not even Eminem. 501 Bryce, son. Shout out to 501 Bryce, son. Yo, every week I go into my held comments. You know how you go in the YouTube studio, and then somebody's calling me out my name because I said I don't think 501 Bryce is like that on the street level shit.
Right.
Feel me? And then people like, I'm from Arkansas. We get busy. We white boys. All right, bro. All right, bro. Nobody's going to Arkansas, son. Like nobody's.
I know.
How you gang banging about Arkansas? I don't care.
Yo, gang, Arkansas, dog. What up?
Like gives a fuck.
There's some hoods out there. Like, my homie done definitely told me like some shit, but there's hoods everywhere, dog. There's fucking hoods everywhere.
Dog,
like, so shut the fuck up. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, they would be cooking me, son. They be cooking me. I'd be like, all right, bro. Yeah. Like somebody, what he said? Somebody called me DF Chomo, and I was dying. So I think that was like 2. That shit was like 2 weeks ago, and I couldn't even say that. I was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, that was a good one, because I never heard no shit like that. So you said DF Chomo.
That was good. That was good, man.
Motherfucker was cooking me, son. Wow. That shit was amazing, son. Like, some of these comments do be funny as hell, son.
And you know what it is? It's just because they really just be a fan of the fucking artist, dog. Like, they be such a fan of the artist, bro. They be like, nah, you can't say nothing bad. And like, for me, I know that there's fan bases that I really dislike. And let me ask you what fan bases you dislike as well, too. But I'll start real quick.
Okay.
I dislike Eminem stans. You know what I'm saying? I dislike the Drake fans. I dislike, and I'm talking like the stans and hardcore fans, not like just casual, not casual, but the fans that just can like both and like be able to critique the music and shit. I hate Kendrick stans too. This whole Drake Kendrick beef made me realize that. And some of Adam Calhoun's fan bases and Tom McDonald's fan bases.
Oh my God.
But they're the worst. The last three I named are the worst because they don't listen for a damn. They take one thing and make it seem like it's the whole point that you're making, and completely miss every. It's like it feels like they're the most uneducated people that don't know how to comprehend what the fuck people are saying in the world.
And they don't even try to comprehend what you're saying.
Bro.
You can explain it word for word like it's a kid's book, and they would still sit there and be arguing you down.
That's why I had no time for them. That's why I realized I can't be in these comments because I realized I was arguing with idiots.
Yes, a bunch of dummies. Like Tom fans recently, right? I like Tom, right?
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Like, all right, this recent song, the white boy shit.
Okay,
I think it's ass. I think it's terrible because it's like the same concept over and over. Tom been saying the same shit over and over again, bro. Some of these HOGs is like, yeah, they was one of them said was like, well, in the mainstream hip hop, they talk about selling drugs and all that. Okay, that's true. But it doesn't give him the right to say the same shit over and over again either. Like, why are you like, you feel me? Like, I remember, I think it was, what song was it? Recently, I ain't gonna lie, Tom been dropping nothing but ass for the past 7 months.
Oh, bro, I've not been checking for Tom too much because, like, every time I'm just like, yo, where are we going? What's this direction? Every time I see him, like, what's this direction? He's got a guitar, he's in a barn. I'm like, are you just leading towards fucking country and shit? Like, what's going on? Like, what is happening? And I like Tom, don't get me wrong.
He's in the barn. Yeah, nah, son, nah, for real though, because it be like, cause Tom, like when I first shout out to HOGs, I'm not talking about the
right.
I'm not talking about the rabid fans.
That just
it's
like,
not
that can be even. We're talking about the hardcore.
Yeah, the hardcore
nothing, motherfuckers.
Yeah, so shout out to the real right HOGs. You know I love y'all, I respect y'all for real. But those fans is weird because they sit there and call people, what's that shit? Call people what's that word they like to use when they talk about the left?
Oh fuck.
What the fuck is it called? Y'all be in y'all feelings too much and all that. Just let's say that. Y'all be in y'all feelings too much, but y'all do the same thing they doing. But y'all don't see it like that because I'm riding with Tom. Like, it's weird. Niggas be weirdos, son.
They be acting like motherfuckers pay they bills and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, Tom don't know you, right? Like,
he don't know you.
He's just happy with you like that. Shit, you know what I'm saying? He's just like, word, y'all about the music, I'm good. Like,
and then he disappeared on y'all now. Because from what I understand, I rock with a couple HOGs outside of this, right?
Right.
He used to be in the chats, the Discord and all that all the time talking to them. Once he started getting his big break, he don't even talk to them unless he got an album to drop or some merch.
Oh yeah, until it's business. Time to do business.
Sad, son. Look, man. Oh, man. Shout out to Tom, man.
It ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's just like, yo, like, y'all really acting like people really be acting like you hang out with these people every day and like you know them and shit like that. It's like, yo, bro, you just listen to the fucking music. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just listen to the music.
McDonald saved my life. Okay, I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Like, that's cool what you did, but I still don't like the song, motherfucker. Like,
yeah, well, that's not gonna change my mind. Like, oh damn, Rebecca, he saved your life. I love the song now. Yeah, I don't give.
It's not gonna change that for me. I don't like this shit. Like, you came here for honesty, right? Like, that's how I look. I'll be like, y'all be talking about y'all want honesty and shit so fucking much. You be sick of this fake shit. But the minute a motherfucker say something that you don't like or that's opposite of what you stand on, now you mad. That's not how the world works. The world works in a place where you're meant to disagree and still be able to get along and talk about the shit.
Thanks. But that's what I notice when people say I love honesty, they really don't.
No, bro.
Until you tell them about themselves or something they don't like, it shows. It shows because I just want you, like some women. You feel me? I just want you to be honest with me. Okay, I'll tell you what's going on. Oh, you motherfucker. You just told me
to be honest with you, dog. So what's the level of honesty that you really want? Do you want me to be honest to the point where you want me to tell you what you want to hear, which is not honest? Or do you want me to be honest to the point of where I tell you everything about yourself or what the situation is, and now you're mad, and now we got to figure out how we got to make it work? Because that's all it is. Being honest makes you mad. You know what I'm saying?
They want honesty with fluff.
Yes.
They want honesty with a little
This ain't
fluff
a
on
peanut
top
butter and
to
fluff
make it
sandwich,
sound good.
like the fuck. Like, what we talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you want that, go to the kitchen with that shit. Like, we get this shit with all liquor, no chase. Like, what you talking about?
Hey, no chase at all. Man, I hate people sometimes.
Oh, bro, trust me. It be one of those. I'm like, I'll probably be in the house. Like, and it's funny that you say that because I had a situation recently happen, right, where I was dealing with somebody and like they try to tell you like this whole honesty thing, right? And you're like, all right, cool,
Yeah.
like, you know, that's honest, that's great. So then I go, oh, I seen you in such and such place, right? Like, what's happening? But I didn't give the whole spiel because I caught you. It's one of those I caught you. Now let's see what you're gonna do.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now you hit me up. Now you're calling me. You're calling me, and it's like, wait, we don't never talk on the phone. So now you know I seen something, but you want to see what I seen. And I'm a real nigga. I ain't about to be on the phone being like, yeah, I seen you with such and such dude. No. You know I seen you. All I got, and I don't even. It wasn't even really for me to be like, "Oh yeah, let's talk about it." I'm like, I just seen you. Now what you think?
Yeah.
How you gonna play this? It was a setup. You know what I'm saying? The fight was fixed. I'm like, shorty was set up. I'm like, listen, I know you doing what you doing. It's cool, but you ain't gotta also tell me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be honest and tell me what I want to hear because I'm like, that ain't what I want to hear. I'd rather hear you be like, yeah, I'm getting popping with somebody else. And
just keep it a bean.
You know what I'm saying? Don't hit me with the, nah, like, you know, because this is what they like to do. They like to tell you these dudes be friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? They like to be like, yo, this is my friend. Like, yeah, we did something back in the day. So for me, I'm like, this is completely off of music, but let me ask you this. Do you believe in opposite sexes being friends after they have been, intimate or fucking around or intimate, whatever you want to say? Do you believe in that? Because I personally, I don't. Because I feel like if I am friends with you after, because I've been a guy and I've been in those situations, 9 times out of 10, I'm still getting them draws until you find somebody else.
It's 50-50 with me. Okay. Because I'm still cool with some exes that, you know, we did our thing. Okay. And I don't, for me, at least with me, once you my ex, I ain't even trying to pop. Like, because the reason you're an ex is for a reason.
Right.
Like, you feel me? And I'm good. Like, you feel me? So, of course, you know, some exes did just hit you like, oh, I know we just friends now, but can you? Nah, I'm good on that. Like, you feel me? Now, would I trust my significant other if I had, future significant other having somebody as a friend who was a dude that popped before? Nah. I'm not with none of that.
I can get this because I already had it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we men, son.
That's how you're doing it.
Yeah, because we men, because like I popped already. So if I just
like, you feel me? Especially, what's up? Like, come in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Because, you know, men, we snipers, you feel me? Yep. So, you having a bad time in your relationship right now? Yo, come on, let's go. Let's
go have a couple of drinks and talk about it.
Out of all that.
Right. Now y'all making mac and cheese.
Nah, son, nah, man. You're Shorty's best friend beating your queen down.
That shit crazy. And then now you at the wedding looking like my man from Best Man before you get married and shit, having flashbacks in your head. Because I always go, I'm like, listen, in that space, it's never okay with a guy because we already know what you do, so we can't see you do what you do with somebody else because we know what it is.
Yeah,
that's really what it is. I try to keep it above. I'm like, I told Shorty, I'm like, you know, homie's always around because he already knows if you talking with somebody else, he's figuring that you putting that down on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, his ego won't allow that to happen. So if he still has that connection with you, he's still gonna be around. He's still gonna, shoot the shit, chitter chatter, all that. Like, it's still gonna be happening. And as a female, y'all are emotionally connected so much that he can pop off the strength of just making you feel good that day. You know what I'm saying? Make you laugh and smile that day. So he gonna pop.
Fact. Especially if he popped already.
Right.
Because a lot of women don't want to. I'm not gonna say all, but a lot of women don't want to be fucking other dudes like that. Like, you feel me? They want to go back to what they did before, like somebody who they already had relations with before. Exactly. So if that person is in close like if that person is in close proximity, of course, if things are not going well with your current situation and y'all go call and talk to each other, 9 times out of 10, he gonna pop, and then you gonna lie to me.
Right.
And then you gonna lie to me,
baby. I'm not your man.
yeah, it's like don't lie to me. Just keep it a bean, son. Like, oh
And it
man,
goes
I don't
back to
know.
nobody likes everybody likes fickle honesty, dog. I'm starting to
Yeah,
realize that as time has gone on my life, because I be trying to keep it so honest where I'd be like, damn, maybe I kept this shit too honest, because chicks be like, damn, you say? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I tell chicks all the time, I'm like, you're not my woman, so like, why do I need to feel like obligated or anything if you're not my woman? Like, I don't need to question you what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask you what
why
you're
do you
doing.
why do you want me to do that if we're not there? Like, I don't even understand that part. Like, women want you to do boyfriend shit without being your boyfriend. I'm like, how does this work? What is going on in 2025? Like, back in my day, it was one or the other.
Yeah, that's it.
It was
like we just popping. It was fucking around. Oh, you got into a relationship? Okay, cool. I can't fuck you right now. Right. I'll just move on to the next shorty.
It's like, yeah, well, I want my cake and eat it too, and be in a relationship, but not really be in like I want these relationship things, but not be in a relationship. It's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird as shit. It is weird as shit. God, but that was a little
Feminism.
rant off on the side. That's what happened on the couch. Niggas be chatting, man.
Oh shit! Salute to the chat. I thought we be ignoring y'all for this.
I know, right? Yo, what up, Carl, man? Vanessa, yo, I ain't gonna lie. When I do these interviews and stuff or chat and stuff, I be terrible with the chat because I be so focused on just having a conversation with the person. That I don't want it. Because, for example, like there's been so many times I want to go to the chat and say something, but I'm like, you in the middle of talking, you explain something, so I don't want to have you explain. Be like, yeah, so what up, Howard? What up, dog? Like,
well, all right. Fuck what I gotta say.
Right. So like, it'd be hard for me to like get into that. So I gotta figure that out as it goes along. I mean, we 6-7 episodes into doing this type, and I still haven't yet figured it out. And every time somebody be like, yo, the chat pop, I'm like, oh yeah, there is a chat. Like
like I've been peeping the chat. I seen Howard in here. I seen B, Jeremy in here. Word. Like you feel me? But I'm like, damn, I can't respond right now. We having a good conversation. Like,
so it's just good chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? Can't interrupt it sometimes, man. Unless y'all got some questions too. Unless y'all got some questions for Doe or some things y'all want to put. Cause I like to engage the crowd with that too. Feel free to add those in there, chat, and I appreciate y'all sliding through to the chat as well. Also, we're going back to hip hop, though. Going right back to hip hop.
Right.
What do you think? And this is a year later. So, what do you think the impact of the Drake and Kendrick battle was? Now, since this is a year over the sun, do you feel like there was a significant change in hip hop?
I think the change that happened was people started respecting lyrics more.
Oh yes, agreed.
And then it brung a fire under people who like being competitive because hip hop is competitive. Mm-hmm. But you seen the Skepta and Joyner shit that's going on right now.
We're gonna get to that too. That's my next thing.
I heard some of Joyner record. Okay. I heard Skepta shit. Okay. Skepta's ass. Okay. That song was ass.
You heard one or two of Skepta. You heard Friendly Fire.
Oh, he got part 2?
So he came.
I heard Friendly Fire
this last night, I think, or the night before. He just dropped a response. Yeah, so round 2 was up. Round 2 is up right now.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
So yeah. But from the Kendrick and shit, I think the lyricism came back. People respected it. That's why I'm glad Clips dropped right after that.
Yes.
Like, you feel me? Yes. Clips dropped right
there. There's been a renaissance in lyricism and content and concepts ever since that battle had ended or started, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Because the music was not sounding like how it's been sounding the last year. Prior to Drake and Kendrick popping off, the music was not. I was still listening to old shit, bro. I was. Still
man, bro. I couldn't listen. Like besides, like the stuff hit that we react to, like Trailer Made and all that. Shout out to Trailer Made. Like you feel me? Besides that, I can't listen to a lot of the new shit. Like, but I don't know none of these new niggas. Like, I don't know. I'm not even trying to hear them unless I hear like. I don't want to say OT the Real new, but OT the Real. I like OT the Real. I like Benny and
he's been around for a minute too. Like he's a rapper. He's a lyricist from back around the times too. Like he's in our age bracket, a little older, so it's a little different.
Yeah, so he talking about certain shit that we'll relate to. You feel me? I like Millie's. I like
Millie, bro?
Yeah, Millie gets busy,
Millie's
son.
From around the way, man. Millie's from around the way, bro.
He is from
well,
Boston.
Cambridge, but I'm right down the way with Mass Ave, and my peoples be knowing Millie's and shit like that too. That's actually the first time I've actually disclosed that here on my channel. Period, because I've been doing a bunch of Millie's, but I got real close peoples to Millie's, bro. And Millie's cool
fine.
Shit. He's dope.
Yeah, Millie's getting busy.
I've been fucking with Millie since like 2007, bro, and to see.
7?
Yeah, bro, Millie's been doing this shit for a long time, but it's when he got the Jada co-sign like 7 years later, around 2014 and some change is when he started building attraction, which I love to see it because, you know, you wrapped up with Jada, who's one of the, you know, top 5 that are alive.
Goats.
You know what I'm saying? And he's got the network on top of that. You know what I'm saying? He's got, you know, unfortunately we got to say it, but like he's got that bad boy experience. He's got the Rough Rider experience. He's been connected with Swiss. Like he's been so implemented into the industry that I thought that was probably the best move to happen for Millie's, because a lot of people don't know is that he was with Ross and them, I think, in the beginning. But like it was like he wasn't how you see him with Jada and shit. He wasn't with him like that. It was one of those like, yeah, I got a record deal or whatever. It was one of those type of things.
Oh, you know
he was with the camp for a little bit.
Like Stally.
Huh?
Like Stally was with MMG. Like Stally was.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like he had one of those situations. So he's been dope and grinding for a long time, dog. I'm hoping I can get homie onto the space and the platform one day, whether it's live or something like this, because that's something I wanted to do. And I met him a bunch of times, but it was when I didn't have this space and I had shit to offer. I know you're gonna get that. I've been around Millie's, like I've been around, but it's one of them niggas that like I'd be like, like I know you, I see you, but I ain't trying to chop it up and do it. Like I'm not trying to be a rider, so to say.
Yeah, like Millie's.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I know, I get it.
I know the nigga. Like I've been fucking with the nigga since 2007, so it's like everybody who's on him, I'd be like, good for y'all. You know I've been knew he was dope. I used to tell dudes like I used to be rocking White Boy Like Me mixtapes and shit like that, bro. And people used to look at me like I was nuts. And the same people that looked at me like I was nuts is now bumping this nigga shit like they put me on. They be like, yo, so you heard the new Millies? I'd be like, dog.
Like, I've been heard it.
What you think? You thought because I put you on in 2007, I started listening to the nigga? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, come on. Shit.
I was in the studio. What are you talking
about? Fuck, man. I adapted him up in the garden, dog. What you talking about? Like, so that should be funny when you see artists come up like that, bro, and they get to the status that they at now, and then everybody act like they've been rocking with them from the jump, and I'd be looking like, I know half of y'all was not fucking with him. And then you see the flip, too. I don't know if you are aware of this stuff, too, but you see, now since he's up there, you see people around the way, they got these fake Millie's pages and shit like that. They out here talking ill on his name, but it's one of those, it's the Boston mentality. When niggas go up and get up in Boston, people start hating. Like, I mean, that's across the globe, I feel like, but in Boston, because I can only speak on what I've seen, everybody be like, all of a sudden, Millie's is a snitch. Millie's is not all this, not from that. He don't claim Boston, which he's not from Boston. Like, nigga never claimed from Boston. He claimed from all this. So it's just seeing that is also always funny. So
that's the same thing they did with Dave East when Dave East started getting popping in Harlem and all that. Once he got the Nas co-sign and started putting out not the Kyrie Michelle album. I forgot his first album.
Was it Don Pablo?
Was it Don Pablo? No. The song he had, it was written on there. The album he had, it was written on there.
Okay, I can't remember the name
of that album. Once that album came out, they started saying niggas from the Bronx, like, he not really crib. He not really.
Yep.
And they see niggas around his way. Yeah, he not really. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Everybody need that internet clout. That's what it is. It's just be clout chasing shit. It's that whack. That shit's so whack when artists from your neighborhood get up and then you just start hating. Like, why can't you just show love, but instead of being envious and jealous?
Yeah, I don't. That crabs in a barrel mentality, man. Motherfucker just be. Because, it's not me. He didn't grab me up neither. Like, bro, you don't have to work harder.
Right.
Like, work harder, bro. Like, you gotta really grind
something. Get yourself out there. Put yourself on. Make something happen for yourself. Can't have everybody make something happen for you and shit.
Think about it, because think about what you saying from the Millie shit from 2007. It took him 7 joints just to get the co-sign from Kiss, and then now he getting brought into different lights. That's 7 years.
7 years of
most
grind,
people stop after like a year that people will stop. Nah, man, it's not working.
And that's what's crazy. It's like, yo, you gotta put in the work. Like, there's so many people I talk to, they be like, I tried something and I did it for 6 months. And especially with the internet, you know what I'm saying? So the internet is a great place where, like, I think, and my fault, let me stop real quick. So
what fuck almost had an aneurysm just now.
I had too many thoughts going on here at the same time. I got to tell you,
hold on.
Give me 1 second. But like, I'm pretty sure you experienced this type of stuff too, man. Like, when you first started this and you getting into it, like, people always like, why don't you go try to find a viral moment? Like, why don't you try to do this? Why don't you try to do that? It's like, it's not all about that. The viral moment's gonna happen whether you do it or not. You don't go looking for that. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, people are so into that they don't want to put in that work. The minute they don't get a viral moment or they don't see those clicks happen or those numbers happening the way they expect it, they get discouraged. And it's like, you can't get discouraged off that because you can't pay attention to what somebody else is doing. Because once you do that, you're already going to fuck yourself up. Because that person, you don't know what work they put in, who they know, what they've been doing for how long they've been doing for them to get to that moment. And like we just stated, it took Millie 7 years, but people won't see that. People just see that he's on the cosigns with Jada and doing X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
So have you experienced those same things yourself too, where people are trying to like tell you how to like not run your page, but like, why don't you do this to go viral? And why don't you do that to like, you know, get a buzz and all that other stuff? Like you're thirsting to get bigger?
Nah, shout out to Damo Nation, man. None of them really be on that. Like, they don't be like, yeah, you gotta do this, you gotta do that.
Well, not your audience, people that you know in real life.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it a bean. A lot of people in my real life don't know that I do this.
Oh, okay.
And I keep it to myself purposely because some of the people that I do know that if I tell them, they're gonna try to downplay the shit. Like, you feel me? Mm-hmm. So I keep a lot of that shit to myself.
Dog, word.
I hate that shit. So me learning from not even doing YouTube, just life when I had my businesses running around down south and telling people about my businesses, and then I come and find out they shitting on my business, doing bad reviews. It's a bunch of bullshit. Like, you feel me? Me learning from that experience when I had my clothing line and all that.
Right.
Once I started getting a little popping on YouTube, because mind you, I've been doing YouTube 4 or 5 years now.
Right.
Once I started doing that, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep this to myself. You feel me? I'll probably tell Mom, Dukes, my sister, and all that. But other than that, I'm gonna keep this to a couple homies. Shout out my man Dell and shit. I'm gonna keep this to myself, and then when I pop, I pop. If you see me, you see me. If you don't, you don't. Like, you feel me? I'm not gonna, because the people don't understand. Everything is a frequency. Everything is energy.
Yes.
So if I know you got that negative spirit in you, and me and you cool, but you got that negative spirit, I'm not gonna tell you what's going on over here.
Yo, that's I've been trying to learn that shit throughout the year, bro. I've been trying to learn that same thing because it's been a struggle for me. Like, I got my circle of friends that I feel genuinely fuck with, knowing what I do, but then I got people that I'm associated with and know, and I'd be like, damn, like, y'all just give me bad vibes about me even like posting about it, or when you even when they ask you about it, it's like this, like, not a snub, but like it's like this little something behind it. Like, oh, so you still doing that YouTube shit? Oh, you still?
Yeah, or they be like, the main day be like, oh, you still doing that little YouTube shit? Like, there be little keywords they say, like, you hater.
Like, how do you feel, right? Like, I don't know if this is something, because like I see these shit scroll across my mini feed all the time, so maybe I could be partially influenced, but it does open my eyes to things a little bit, and I don't feel this way, but I can see what it is. So like, how do you feel about people that you know if they don't share, repost, like your stuff? Do you feel a way? Because I have a mixed feeling about it. Like, for me, I feel like yes and no. I feel a way because I'm like, it's algorithm based, but I'm also like, well, if I'm on Instagram and I see you post something, I see it. So I'm like, what's different from my Instagram if I'm friends with you versus your Instagram? And now you don't see my stuff, or I don't see it all the time, or example like this, people will send you a whole bunch of shit knowing that you be posting a bunch of shit, and you like, nigga, like, why are you sending me this shit when you know I do the same exact thing? Do you be feeling that? Like, do you get a feeling with that? Like, and it's like, I have yet to figure out how I feel about it myself, to be honest with you. But it's something that, like, I'd be like, yo, why is it that you're sending me content of things that if I do watch it, I'm like, I talk about the same content. Like, I don't care what another person is saying. And then that feels like it's more talking to my thing. Because I'm like, so you're willing to share this motherfucking shit that you don't know,
not my shit,
about this bullshit, but you don't want to just share my shit to somebody else or whatever, like comment something. And I'm 50-50, like I said, but I'm just I'm trying to figure that out because I've never been a social media nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I have it and I've used it, but I've never used it in the space that I'm using it at now. And they always say when you try to start a business or when you try to do something, you'll see how people really feel about you. And I feel like a lot of motherfuckers that I know don't like my ass.
Especially when the numbers start climbing, like you got your first 1,000, and then they go into the 2 to the 3 to the 4. People start hating because I think it'll be envy because they know they feel stuck in their lives. So if you leave them, they like, damn, damn, you left too. Feel me? Like because they don't. A lot of people don't be having a lot of shit going on outside of what the like they regular life shit. Like feel me?
Right.
So
It's
when
like
you
9 to
start seeing
5, come
somebody,
home, do the same routine, whatever.
yeah, so they be hating, or that shit been there. You feel
And
me?
that's
That
what I
envy and
lean
shit
towards. I
been
think
there.
shit be there. Cause I'd be like, yo, if you genuinely fuck with a motherfucker, you love somebody, it don't matter what they doing.
Yeah,
You ain't gotta support and like every single thing. And I
of
think that's
course, of
where people
course.
get misconstrued too. Like that's never been my expectations. But I'd be like, damn, like, how come when I post so much shit, I'd be like, none of the people I know really like my shit like that. I'd be like, damn, like the shit start buzzing when the people that subscribe to my channel is liking it. I'd be like, this is crazy. And I don't feel a way about it with like my friends or my circle or nothing like that. But it makes me
Yeah,
just wonder these things because like I know when I see people post things or whatever, I'm hitting the button or whatever. I may not
yeah,
share it, but I'm gonna hit the button. You know what I'm saying? Because the
yeah,
button,
automatically.
it's literally boom. I'm scrolling, I gotta like it. So if
Boom, I'm
you just
already
scroll,
scrolling.
yeah. If you just scrolling past, like, cause that tells me, I'm like, oh, you just scrolling past my shit, like, I fuck this nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
that's how I started how I'm starting to look at it. Cause I'm like, nah, we got these same bases, dog. Like, how come I see y'all, but y'all act like y'all don't see mine? I don't get it. Something seems
I think
fishy
it'd
and it
be hate.
stinks.
But for me, I don't be. To me personally, I don't be caring, son, because like now it's easier for me when shit get when I get more successful in this. Now I don't gotta deal with you. Like you feel me? Cause I already seen how you moving.
Yes,
Like
sir.
so, it's like I don't know. I think it's because I've been jaded my whole life. Like you feel me? So if you
Right.
leave, you leave. That's how I've been
See, I've
looking
been
at it. Like
deceived my whole life, so I be in confusion. I be
okay,
like I be deceived to the point where it be like, oh, okay, like it take me like I be acting silly. I be like, nah, it's right in my face, but like, nah, you ain't really doing it like that. You ain't really like that. So I let you kind of get off a little bit, and then when I be like,
yeah,
yo, fuck it, or I set you up. That's when I'm like,
uh
yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And my whole setup has been this page. You know what I'm saying? My setup for a lot of people has been the page, and I'd be like, oh, all right, this is what we doing. All right, bet. I'm good. Even with me connected with certain people where like I mentioned earlier, I got connections and I've reached out. I'd be like,
uh
damn. I'd be like, so you want me to go get you seats for such and shit, but when I ask for that, I can't get nothing. I was willing to put up the bread. You know what I'm saying? That's what made it even crazy. I was willing to put up the bread. And once again, I see stuff like that. I don't ever wait for nothing. I'm always gonna
yeah.
be like, I'm gonna go get it,
I'm
regardless.
gonna get it
You know,
regardless.
I'm gonna get it regardless, dog, because I'm gonna keep growing, I'm gonna keep building, and I don't need you.
Hmm.
This was just like it's a network and a connection, and I guess what you call a favor, because you know niggas always like favors. But
Yeah, of course, of
I'm
course.
also like I know it costs to play the game sometimes, and I was willing to play and
Yeah,
pay. But when I hear nothing and I hear silence, but then when motherfuckers be like, "Yo, so you got can you give me a seat to such and such place, and can you do this?" I'd be like, "Well, damn, well, I hit you up not too long ago about this, and I ain't heard nothing
you
since." But
left me
now
hanging.
we hanging
Yeah,
and shit. Like it's crazy how that shit work, bro.
people be having like others in their life for convenience.
Yes, yes.
Feel me? And then and then when you start noticing that you just a spot holder, you got to start moving differently. Like
Mm-hmm.
you feel me? Like I've been me most of my life. I be chilling. Like I don't really be arguing, beefing. I'm like, ah, it's cool, bro. Like you feel me? I've always been like that. So
Mm-hmm.
as I got older, I'm just like, if you're not here, I ain't like you feel me? I'll be alright.
Somebody will fill in that spot eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, like the tribe, at least over here. I know your tribe as well. They push me more than anybody I know personally, besides like my media family
yeah.
and my media friends. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? They push me more than anybody I did. So I know that I knew for 20, 30 years. Okay, you not pushing me, but I know Elena, I just knew for a year. She put going hard for me. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me?
Going
Like you feel me?
hard,
I'd
giving you
rather have
motivations, words of aspiration,
yeah,
you know, all that.
yeah. I'd rather have that than this 30-year friendship where you be on some you've been just leeching this whole time.
Right.
You
And you
feel
be
me? So like
fugazi and shit, or you low key got some envy or just feeling a way about whatever because of my
yeah.
character. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't like people because of their character that we
Mm-hmm.
ourselves sometimes don't even recognize or see. It's things that other people see in us.
Facts.
And people don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I've noticed that a lot. And that's for me. Like a lot of people gravitate towards me, a lot of people rock with me because I'm not really a people person, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a person.
Me neither.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can be personable, I can interact and do all this and everything, but I'm really not a people person because I just don't really have a trust for a lot of people. So when I do
Mm-hmm.
rock with you, I rock with you on a level where it is personal. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I take a
Facts.
lot of the relationships that I build with people personally, for real. And the minute I feel like it's not like that, I'm like, I ain't mad, I ain't sad. I just be like, okay, well, this has happened before, and then I just move on. That's just all it is every single time. So I like your tribe, bro, and I like that you call them the tribe too. Cause I never knew that you called them the tribe, and I like that.
Oh yeah,
so I like
man.
my couch gang and potato and my couch potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the energy that they all bring, and for me, I like that they come with the respect that they have, where it's like they don't even agree with a lot of shit that I say, but we can talk about it and
have
get through it and have a conversation because the world, like you said earlier, the world is not meant for us to all agree with shit, bro. You know what I mean? It's not meant for that. And if you can do that on a mature level and get past it and still be like, all right, I still rock with you, that goes a long way. That goes a long way versus if we're just going back and forth and it's like, yeah, fuck you, bro. Like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then it's like, like that doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? And I get those comments a lot. And I come back and I've gained subscribers off of those type of comments, to be honest with you, because of how I've responded. You know what I mean? And I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, I'm like, it ain't like you dislike me. You just don't like what I'm saying. You just don't agree.
Yeah, you just don't like my opinion on this subject matter so far. Like, and I was like, that's what I like about some of the people on YouTube. Right. It could be a conversation. And there's no malice. Shout out the clips. And there's no malice behind it. Like, you feel me? There's no malice behind it. We trying to get an understanding. And I think that's how the world supposed to be anyway. You feel me? We got, like, just like you said, we're supposed to agree to disagree and still be moving forward. We don't gotta sit here and stand on, you don't like what I like, or you don't agree with my opinion. Fuck you, guy. And that's how you now you don't like me as a whole human being because of this one comment. That's crazy.
It's nuts, bro.
That's weird.
But the internet's a weird place like that, dog. The internet really will make people feel entitled to invade your opinion and jaded with theirs. It's crazy. And it's like, you can share it, but don't try to change it. Like, I'd rather have you say your opinion versus say it and then try to convince me that your opinion is correct.
Facts. We gotta agree to disagree, and that's okay.
It's fine. But on the internet, people don't like that. But that's what keyboard warriors are all about. Because you notice half the motherfuckers, right, that will come on your space and pause. That will be on your space and type. Come
on your space is crazy. We ain't gonna just let that go by. Like,
right. I stopped myself. I was like, that sounds crazy. But like, they come on there and they don't even have a profile pic. It'd be a letter. It'd be some shit that you ain't never seen. I'm like, you talking to somebody who puts their face out to the world, and you think I'm worried about what the fuck you got to say with your no fucking profile pic ass? Are you serious?
Joey from Iowa. Like you from Iowa. I don't care what you talk about.
People really think that the comments matter in that regard. Like, I mean, it might matter to some people, but for a motherfucker like me, your comments do not bother me. I actually laugh, and then I show people like, yo, look what this motherfucker said to me.
Because I think a lot of these people who be doing these comments don't have an outside life or don't talk to people outside. Because once I turn my phone off, once I turn this camera off, I'm not thinking about the comment no more. All right, let me go to the store. Let me go.
Like, you feel me? Real life.
While you sit there like this, 800 pounds in the bed. Sit here mad at the world, like, nigga, go get some pussy, bro.
Go get talk, bro. Like, go do something, dog. Shit. But we're gonna go back to some hip hop shit again, man. Another question for you. Actually, fuck the question part. I want to have some fun real quick, man. So rap beef.
Shit.
I seen something on my scrolls a couple of weeks ago, and it was called the final bosses in rap. And the list goes as this: Eminem, 50 Kendrick, and Nas. How do you feel about the final boss? I disagree with one person on this list in particular, and I think it's mainly off of just the last year. And I think where I'm going with that. Kendrick? And I love Kendrick, but I don't think Kendrick has too many diss tracks for me to be like, he's the final boss of rap if I got to look at this list. You know what I'm saying? I guess this would be the Mount Rushmore of final bosses in rap. But I would have to take Kendrick Lamar out of this list.
All right, so you said Kendrick,
50, M, and Nas.
50, Nas.
And before you go, I'm going to replace Kendrick with Cube, personally.
Oh, shit. Damn, I forgot Cube has some battles, too.
Yo, I'll tell you right now, everybody's been forgetting about Cube when it comes to this shit, this rap shit, this West Coast stuff.
He came out the whole NWA.
He came out Cypress Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Even though I think he lost the battle to Common, and that could be a conversation for another day, but he still came at them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I got to put final bosses as Cube in there, bro. What's your
Okay.
take on
That's a good list.
that?
Like, I ain't gonna lie, you might hate me though. I ain't gonna hold on. I might take M out of there. The only reason, listen. Stans, please don't kill
I'm
me.
shut
Listen,
the shit
listen.
off, bro. We're done here, y'all. I feel like you came
Oh,
on here
camera,
to
it's
talk shit
over.
about my
It's
guy.
over, damn. But nah, the very only reason I say Eminem, I would take Eminem off the list, is because me personally haven't heard him go against people that's really like that. Besides Cannabis, and that's about it. Everybody else was like, it was easy work because Eminem was up there already. Like, you feel me? We talk about Benzino. Who the fuck is Benzino? like you feel? At least
You're gonna be
lyrically.
mad at this. I think Benzino had the best string of disses as far as output and what he had to say than anybody else that dissed him. To be honest with you, so it's funny that people go that route, but I think Benzino had the best list of disses towards Eminem than everybody else. Because once again, as you named that, MGK had one song. Ja Rule was mainly focused on 50 and he threw 50 in there. Who else? Nick Cannon, 2 songs, but you know, what the fuck is a Nick Cannon?
Yeah, Nick Cannon, get out of here.
Benzino, it's like, who the fuck Nick Cannon type of thing with that. And then I can't think of a couple other people off the top, but there's a few names in there, and all of them had 1 or 2. Benzino, literally, outside of the 2020 joints, which I don't approve of, he had about 6 or 7 in a music video. 2 music videos.
Okay. See, but that kind of is my argument when it comes to Eminem, because I understand, like, I know your stance is people don't go at Eminem because they know better. Like, I get that. I get that stance.
And I was about to say, you can't help who's going in front of him and who's trying to challenge him. You can't help that. It's kind of like being in the league where it's like, well, Jordan played against the Plumbers and LeBron played against, the step back 3-3 dudes.
Yeah,
like, you can't help that.
Steph Curry.
So you can't help that weaker opponents, because then that says a lot about the other guys that you would be like, well, if it was Nas, Jay, any of those guys, it says a lot about them then. On the flip. Because
unless they have unless they got a cool rapport with M. I know Jay fuck with him. I know Nas fuck with him heavy.
Yes.
LL fuck with M heavy.
Right.
Like, you feel me? So because I personally don't see that Eminem is really battle tested until he gets to somebody or goes at somebody. Not Game, because Game he got me mad.
Game blew it. If you would have battled
because he could have
Game, it would have been different.
Yeah, because he was one of the ones who's really battle. See, I put Game before Eminem.
Ooh,
that's bold. Game.
That's bold. I will say that.
But think about the battles Game had though. He had the whole G Unit. He had Joe Button. He just this Eminem trash. But he had he got with the Chirac
beef. He's had his fair share of beef, and his most standout beef in all of those was 50 versus G Unit though. And even with the 50 versus G Unit, to even stand on that is that he never stood fully on any of his disses. He always, because he came out Hove too. You know what I'm saying? He came out Hove. He's always thrown his rocks and then hit his hand. That's always been my stance on with Game. So I don't put Game in that because he never stood on anything. The only one that he didn't even stand on the 50 shit, because even back and forth, he'd be like, I want to go back with G-Unit. I want to do this. I want to do that. So he never stood on none of the disses. He just made the disses and then be like, oh, my bad. I thought we was cool, like whatever. So the disses, yes, they was good lyrically, everything, but he didn't stand on it. And I think that plays a huge part in it for me. Yeah, I mean,
okay, I can respect that. But
I dig it though. Like, like I said, I'm taking Kendrick Lamar out. I'm just shocked you took out M. I am very shocked about the M takeout, because once again, the reason behind it, it's like it's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? That's not his fault. And then if I would have heard you be like, yeah, he came at Mariah Carey and who he's came at, I would have went with that argument a little bit more. But you took the who came at him approach.
See, is that too? See, I should have started with that and then ended it with that argument. But that as well, because I think Mariah got him. like you feel me on that Gucci record? I ain't gonna lie. Just off that, think about it, right? Hold on, just think about it. Just off the optics alone, right? Feel me? Plus she had Gucci on the record. Her dressing up as him. her dressing up as M, saying, "Why you obsessed with me?" That shit was fire for the moment. Even though he did smoke Nick and her on that record after the fact.
Alright, I'm cool
But
with you. Long as you got there. Alright, long as you got there.
like, he did. You feel me? But I think I would take points off the record because you're going at Mariah Carey. Like why? So, you're going at Mariah.
So let's talk about M versus Mariah because there's a little history about that. You know what I'm saying? I think for me, I think a lot of people took that Warning song as like the initial Mariah thing. But we got to go back. We got to go back to like 03, 04. We got to go back to some records. We got to go back to Spend Some Time With Me. We got to go back to that 8 Mile soundtrack where he threw some Mariah shots on that. We got to go back to Eminem show where he had 2 tracks, including Superman, which was, you know, if you ask who you know, that's a Mariah track. And then he had another song, I Bet Mariah to Take Me Back. I get up before I get down, run myself in the ground before I pull some whack shit out. And that was on When the Music Stops. So he's had several instances where, once again, that fitted Eminem's formula too, as coming at the pop stars and the singers and shit like that. But in real time, we didn't think about it like that. But when you put it in hindsight, he was messing with Mariah around that time, I'm assuming. You know what I'm saying? Because there was no reason for him to really be bringing up. Because if you go back and listen, I remember hearing it in real time, like, why is he bringing up Mariah so much? This doesn't make any sense. And then you go to 2009 and on, it's like, oh, they mess around, or like they had this little shit going on.
They had a little fling or something. Yeah. But see, but then now I look at it even more weirder because I even know all that. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know all of that.
Okay.
Why are you talking about, bro? Y'all fucked and that was it. It's okay.
Like you never brought up no details. He just would make a bar and then say her name. That's what made it like.
No, I get that, but just on some man shit. Like, you feel me? If she over here doing her own thing, she fucking with Nick or whoever the fuck she fucking with. Leave her be. Why every other record or every other album or soundtrack you dropping a Mariah bar? It seems like you're so obsessed with me. Think about it.
I mean, yes, but I'll put it like this, right?
Okay.
This is the guy that came out with Old Fool's Pride. He's been like this.
True.
That's why I don't really like. I know the whole origins of too much of Eminem. Where I'm just like, it ain't surprising it's not too far from what he did. This is Old Fool's Pride, bro. You know what I'm saying? This the same man that said black girls are bitches. Like, don't date a black girl, white girls is good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the same dude that did that. So,
and we let him rock too. That's the crazy. I know he's like 16 or something like that.
Think about it, dog. Like, and I'm glad we're in this conversation too, because I heard the other shit. You know what I'm saying? That song that was put out there, the one we're talking about, Old Fool's Pride. In my honest opinion, it ain't as bad as how people are trying to make it seem. Niggas make songs like that every day. You know what I'm saying? So it was basically him being mad that a girl dumped him and she happened to be a black girl. You know what I'm saying? And the worst part of it out of that song was, don't date a white girl or don't date a black girl because white girls are good shit. Do I agree with that line? No. Is it disrespectful? No. Yes. Is it racist? Nah. I don't think it's that racist. From a man that felt bad about, or not felt bad, but he felt the way because the girl left him for a black dude. You know how it is. You know how niggas be. Niggas be like, nigga, I ain't fucking with that white bitch no more, that black chick no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't fuck with certain things when they do them wrong. It's in dudes' natures to be like that. So
yeah, but
and it comes distasteful because of, once again, he's just like, he's telling people to date white girls because don't date black girls because white girls are good shit and they only want you for your money and blah 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 blah. But what is making only thing that makes a difference is that he's a white boy saying it. But niggas say these things in their raps all the time, and it's not like he got derogatory. He said the simple lines that niggas say in their raps all the time. Now, when he talks about the other stuff and the rest of that tape, I don't agree with none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because he said something about like something. I don't do that nigga shit. I don't like that. See, but when it comes to that particular song, because Benzino tried to play that song hard during the beef to make it. Yeah, that's why nobody cares because a lot of rappers were like, we say that shit all the time, my nigga.
But these niggas be coons too. But like the thing, like at least because M was young, so I give him the grace, right? Because he was very young when he did that record.
Banks a coon, Yayo a coon, Dr. Dre a coon.
Hold on, 50 got an incentive though because 50 Eminem and Dre saved his life, so of course he going back for M. And plus Eminem probably his man.
What about Royce? What about Royce D12 members?
That's his bands too.
Okay. What about Jadakiss? What about all Jadakiss, Jay-Z's? Because
Jadakiss said that?
Huh?
Jadakiss co-signed that?
Well, co-signed by being on the record with him after the fact. You co-sign when you associate yourself with him. Technically, that don't mean you got to be. Because remember, you talking about dudes that are in the same camp. You know what I'm saying? But when you talk about outside of it, dog, like if you're on record, you're doing records with him. you're involved in you doing whatever, you co-signing. If you didn't rock with it, you wouldn't do records with him. And I don't care if he's the cash cow and the biggest white rapper, and then I give you a different audience. You still chose to do that. So what's that say about a lot of people that co-signed and did records with them?
The coons.
You know? Coons, or is it not that serious in the context of that? Because remember, that's the song that everybody know. Old Fool's Pride is the song everybody know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then again, because remember you say Kiss. I know Kiss probably listened to the underground shit. Besides that record, the ones that he's talking about nigga and all that. But if you look at it from that perspective, if he's going into saying, oh, we don't do that nigga shit, and didn't have a record about black women because he was mad at that girl who dumped him, people, at least with me, I'll be looking at it, that's racist, because you went on it. Like, if it was just stayed that track,
right,
cool. But then you went on to say, we don't do that nigga shit.
Point. Yeah, it's the context. The order matters too, because I can't even lie. I don't know the order, which song came first, which one came second, because remember, things are concept. So if Old Fool's Pride came first, and then you followed up with that, that's funny. But then on the flip, if the I don't do nigga shit first, and then you follow up with that, it's still crazy too. It's still crazy in the context of that. Yeah, no, you 100% right. And once again, I don't think that it's okay or right. I just see the point. Because I'm just like, all right, like, he was mad at a shorty and he came out with that song. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it got taken out of context at the end of the day. But I mean, you know, it's Eminem things. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to like, I've said this about a lot of white artists though too. Like, because every white artist, when they get into the industry, especially if they're in music, they all have this little thing in their background. They all have some sort of thing like that in their background where they have a nigga moment.
Crazy.
But it's not. It's not. That's the crazy part. It's not, because you got to think about, most of these people are in environments around other people. Just because they like this shit, that don't mean they family members and like the people that they have been associated with are not like this and don't have these ideas. So it's never crazy.
Okay.
It's never
crazy. Like perfect example. Like if you grew up in the hood around street dudes, so you'll have the mannerism, the way you talk, the way you. So yeah, okay. It depends upon how you grew up and all that.
Right. And then even opposite. I mean, shit. You know, we can use Justin Bieber as an example. You know what I'm saying?
One less lonely.
He didn't grow up around no shit, nothing, but he had a nigga moment. You know, we gonna call those nigga moments. He had a nigga moment, and he was like 14 or 12, and like he's around parents, cousins, family,
and they laughing, joking about that shit too. They're like.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's like everybody, especially if you get involved with music, because once again, if you like music, you like rap. And what happens in rap?
Yeah, of course.
The N-word.
Yeah,
I don't co-sign it. I just know I understand the logic of it. That's all it is.
Yeah, I can't say I realize.
Say
that again.
I was saying it's dumb and it's sick, but I understand.
No. I agree. I came to that. I think I talked to Elena about that the other day. I came to the realization, if you are a person, a white person who grew up on hip hop and all that, I know you say the N-word. Like, you feel me? Willy-nilly. Like, I know you say that shit off the wake up. Good morning, niggas. Like, I know you do, because yeah. Shout out to Tyler Cassidy.
You know, the fans hated me with that one, because I was just like, I don't fuck with that song. But, somebody was like, I don't like this hypocrite Celtics dude from Mass. Get him out of here. I was like, okay. You're mad because I don't want to hear a white guy saying the nigga word to me. Bet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you feel like me, like, I understand, especially of like white artists and all that grew up on hip hop, they're gonna say the word. Me personally, I don't want to hear it.
100.
2, I don't want to, like, if I get cool with you or something somehow, I don't want you to say it around me out of respect. Like, you feel me? Because that's my boundary type shit. You feel me?
I'm like, you can say whatever fuck you want. Don't say it around me. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, like, if you say it, I don't care no more. Cause because like my first time even hearing what Adam say it was on the Judas album, the Behold a Pale Horse album with Mises. Okay. I think it was the Judas record on that album, and that's why I stopped listening to Adam for like 2-3 months. Like, you feel me? Because it's my first time hearing. I didn't hear the racism song.
Right. Oh, see, I heard that was my introduction to Adam, dog.
Oh shit!
I heard the first 3 songs was that. It wouldn't be my introduction, but I do a 3-track try. That was a part of it. That was
see, that's crazy.
And that's what got my channel buzzing with the comments and the crazy shit, because I was so like. I was like, just like this, I was like, this nigga don't need to be saying nigga on the tracks and shit. Like,
but nah.
And then I had to
Nah, that is
like,
funny. This nigga don't need to be saying
right,
nigga on the track.
And the funny part is, I'm sitting here like, and my stance was like, I don't care if he says it, like, because a lot of people took it where I'm like, he can't say it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what somebody say. But as an artist and as a white artist, for me, I feel like he has the skill that he has. I was like, he could have had a lot cleverer way to fucking depict what he's trying to say than just what you rapping for, a nigga ass nigga. Like, I still have that line in my head because I'm just like, it doesn't compute for me. I get the point, but it'll never compute. It'll never compute because I'm just like, I've heard too much of his music. I'm like, he could have did that shit way better, bro. He could have.
Yeah, because he's up there. He got skill where he could have painted that image way better.
Different, bro.
But you know what? You know what's crazy though? Because I went to the Redneck Rave, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm about to say, I seen you in the picture, so I want to ask you about that word. It looked like it was fun as fuck.
I was only there for like 6 hours because I was mad high. Like, for me, so I was there. I met Trailer Man and all that, and then Adam and Jesse Howard was the last performances, right? And they played the song. Mm-hmm. When I tell you that shit was so fire live, even that part was fire live. Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, cause
you was probably up there like, what you fucking rapping for, rapping ass nigga? You was up there with him singing it, huh?
No, I wasn't. No, that's good. My arm would have shown it.
Oh, straight up like this and shit.
Yo, nah, I wasn't on.
I'm all over you, Joe.
Nah, that's crazy. Imagine.
somebody got two stories out there just like this rapping too. Like, yo,
said it with the hard ER.
We gonna use
every time every time I'm about to lead a live, you just put that in the clips.
Remember this?
Yo, go watch this before you go.
I'll be like, don't you leave, dog. I'll put that video on IG.
Oh shit. Nah, that's funny, dogs. But nah, cause I was in the crowd when Adam was performing it. And the way everybody, they mind you, I'm at the Redneck Rave, so it's nothing. Mm-hmm. Like you feel me? Everybody, but when everybody said that shit, it was so hype, and I was just like, why is this fire right now? Because if that's supposed to be, like, I'm supposed to be mad right now, but it was dope, son. That shit was mad dope, son. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Adam, son.
Word. Hopefully, I get to have a conversation with Adam one of these days, man. Because we'll definitely talk about that. I'm one of those. If I get certain artists, there's certain questions I'm definitely asking. That's one of them. Oh, thanks. With Benzino, I'm gonna be like, yo, why the fuck you keep bringing up Eminem, my nigga? Like, this ain't Boston, my nigga. This ain't Boston. Like for me, I feel like going back to M shit real quick. I'd be like, dog, why do you keep flip-flopping? Like, in Boston, I feel like if you a real nigga and you don't really bang with something, you like fuck somebody, you just stand on it. But every other month, you're like, fuck Eminem. The next month is like, yo, I want to be cool because I'm about to be a grandfather. The next month, because you probably reached out and he said, fuck it. Now the next month, you're like, yo, fuck you, Eminem. I'm like, yo, just stay consistent. I think people will respect more if you stay consistent on fuck Eminem versus fuck Eminem and then I like Eminem, or Eminem's a good rapper. Like, just stay consistent, bro. And I think that's one of the main, like, I know I'm not trying to talk Eminem if I ever get him on and shit, but that is definitely a question that I'm going to be like, why can't you just stand on saying fuck Eminem? I'd respect it a lot more, my nigga.
I think, I ain't gonna lie, I think the reason he still harps on Eminem, because Eminem, I believe in his mind, helped shut down a Source magazine, which is his baby.
Which it definitely did. And
that's what I'm saying. Like, you feel me? That, and on top of the fact that he know if he mentions M name, he start getting paid for interviews. Like, you feel me? So now he getting a bag. So every year
behind it.
Yeah, like Jim Jones with the Nas shit.
Oh, I hate that.
And we all know. Oh my God, I know. Come on, Nas. Not Jim Jones. You said Nas was in your top 5, but now out of nowhere, he can't fuck with me. You doing it because you want to keep your name relevant.
I mean, he exposed the game himself. He said, yo, the going viral is the key to the game. And maybe that's exactly what Zeno has done in those regards, because he was probably ahead of the curve, because he just didn't say it like Jim Jones did. He's just like, it's going to be a viral moment. Like, he probably don't really mean it. He probably don't fuck with him, but he's probably like, I know if I do this shit, It's gonna get it buzzing. It'll create whatever I got going on the
nice
side.
little bag off it.
And I ain't mad at that. When you put it like that, I ain't even mad. And then when you put it like that, I probably won't even really ask a nigga the question now. But because you know, it'll be one of those like, I ain't trying to have it because it's one of those, we ain't about to be on this mic going back and forth screaming because I'll scream with the nigga too. I'll be like, you ain't like that. So you know, it is what it is then. Like, I do want to chop it up with him because he's definitely a legend too. I mean, how do you feel about Benzino's impact in hip hop? I feel like a lot of people do disrespect it in regards to just what he meant for our favorite rappers. Our favorite rappers looked up to that magazine. They rapped to get 5 mics. So now to flip back and act like Benzino ain't shit for the culture, and like, granted, he's got whatever personal things going on, but I don't really give a fuck about people's personal lives like that. To really, like, look at what the music did. I'd be like, damn, people really, this is a dirty industry, dog. I'm like, yo, this man created y'all careers, basically. You know what I'm saying? The Source created a lot of these niggas' careers that are now in 2025 hating on Benzino. And it's crazy. And yeah, this is Benzino promo too. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the nigga on the platform, so we praising.
Hey, Benzino. Bito gotta talk to you, man. Come to the platform, son.
You know, niggas is over here, B.
He kind of oppy because he on M side, but it's gonna be a good
listen, I already stated this before when I was with RC. I was like, look, I'm an M fan, but I can separate being an M fan and talk about the music and understand the impact of what the shit was. That's why I also stand on, as an M fan, I know Benzino was the main nigga that got in his ass. Benzino was the main nigga that getting his ass in the rap beef, bro. And like, a lot of people be like, well, he didn't lyrical smiracle him and shit. I'm like, well, Eminem didn't lyrical smiracle Benzino either. He just said, nigga, you sit up at 3 a.m. waiting for your shit to play on BET if you want to be technical. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a good bottle.
If you want to be technical, like, he didn't lyrical smiracle Benzino. He just rashed him. And then Benzino did the same thing. I'm doing my little reaction special for that too, where I'm revisiting that whole beef because because I think a lot of people have that battle misconstrued. Because I remember being in real time during that whole shit, and I'm like, nah, Benzino was busting ass. That's why. Listen, I'll put it like this, right? This is the best way I can put it, and I think a lot of people will agree with this. He was the one that put Eminem's back against the wall, because if he was that whack, Eminem wouldn't have done the interviews. He wouldn't have responded that many times. He wouldn't have went track for track. He wouldn't have kept it going 20-something years later. Like, he wouldn't have been doing it if that wasn't the main dude that was threatening his career in real time. Because he doesn't give anybody else that time of day.
That's true. And I think it's because of the moment in time, the power that Benzino had.
Oh, yeah.
People be forgetting the Source magazine was hip-hop.
It dictated people's careers.
Yes. So, because think about it, like, when he gave in the Source, like a three star or whatever, it was a 3 or 4 mics
or some shit like that, because he was like, I'll never hold my breath to get 5 mics in the Source. And then he also was mad because he swagged. He said, well, this is what M said. He said he swagged Dre's Chronic probably because he was on it, because Chronic didn't get 5 mics either.
Chronic is definitely a 5 mic album.
It's a 5 mic album, 100%. So, and then remember, people are always talking about that too. Like, he was if you watch Beef DVDs or anything like that, a lot of those those shits too. And he was manipulating the 5 mic system. He was, and I think Benzino's been in interviews admitting to that. I don't want to misquote him, but
he manipulated his album and made it like a 4 mic or some shit like that. Yeah, he did do that. Benzino, come on, bro. Come on.
But I think the Source magazine was probably the best hip hop. I don't even know what you would call it, outlet of all time. I think the Source magazine might have been the most electrifying magazine of all time, outside of XXL, because I think I like that beef a lot too. And the only reason why I kind of don't side with XXL as much is because they gentrified the hip hop magazine shit a little bit. Like, Source was strictly hip hop, and then XXL, like, they throw Eminem on it and 50 and shit or whatever. But then like XXL was mainly pop stars and everything else, and there was no mic, like there was no 5 mic system. There was no system that made you feel hip hop like the Source did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they kind of they trying to gentrify that shit. You're right. They definitely gentrified
the fuck out of
that. They made it more they made it more digestible for people who's not in hip hop culture. Yeah, that's what they made. That's what they made it.
There was no full investment in the hip hop culture with the XXL magazine like there was the Source, and that'll always be my beef with the XXL magazine, and always my love for the Source magazine. That was something that I used to buy every issue. You know what I'm saying? I used to be in the barbershops, bro, listening to that. I mean, reading that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a big Source magazine guy, especially when the beef with Eminem started. Like, I had every cover for that. Like the cover where they had Eminem with the black eye, then like the inside had Benzino with the fro holding Eminem skull and shit. And then with that, he had the racist tape CDs in those. Like he printed out so many fucking copies of that shit. I don't know how he was able to do that, but when I bought the magazine, I remember I had a hard copy of the CD of the racist tapes. But it was only like 30 seconds.
Oh, word?
Yeah, Benzino was not playing when it came to
See, I didn't even know that.
He was not. I was so indulged in that beef because that's what made me become a fan of Eminem too, was Benzino's expense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to lie. Benzino's expense was the reason why I became a fan of Eminem. And I say that because he did bust his ass. But, you know, that's whole thing, bro. Benzino was like, yo, this is a white boy doing this, doing that. He's real racist. He's not from here. He's not. So he was the first person to try to do the whole smear campaign and hope that it would ruin our artist's career.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. Damn, son. Hey, I forgot you from Boston. That's where Benzino and all from.
Oh, that's where he's from, bro.
So of course that shit was like, I know the feeling was different out there at that time.
Yeah, bro. It was
that's literally where it's from. Like,
it was buzzing in the city, boy. Like, listen, Benzino promo photos, like Redemption, all that shit was out there every single time. Like, Benzino was getting pushed hard in the city. You know what I'm saying? He was getting pushed hard in the city during that battle, dog. It was just that Eminem. And then to Benzino's point in that battle, he was just going against the machine. Like, you can't beat Dre, Jimmy Iovine, Interscope, Aftermath.
Yeah.
You can't beat that, no matter. And that's why he probably lost with the magazine, because they put into those magazines as well. And they're just like, let's put our invested dollars into XXL now, since you're shitting on our cash cow. We can't have that. So we gotta shut you down. And that's what Benzino's been talking about for, like, I feel like the longest, and I think that's probably where the animosity really comes from, because it was probably a lot of dirty Mac and shit behind the scenes that we don't know about. And that he's probably never even, which I'm surprised he's never talked about, because he's pretty open about talking about a lot of shit, but he's probably left that one alone.
Yeah, see, I didn't even think about it like that. Because think about what I know this is on a smaller scale, but Drake and McMill shit. Drake had everybody's backing, UMG and all that, so it made the Drake record pop. Yep. But even though Meek dropped some fire, the Pusha T shit, feel me? Even though we know Pusha T won that, you feel me? But it stopped because the powers that be stopped it from going on.
In Pusha T's regard, I think Drake stopped that himself. I don't think that really happened. Because remember, once you were hiding a child, that nigga was like, no, I'm done, chill out.
Tell that man, come on.
LeBron, bro, what should I do? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think he stopped it himself with that one. Now, as far as the Meek Mill Drake shit, I mean, was Meek really that good in that battle? I thought the tracks was ass.
The first track was trash. The first track was trash. But what's that shit? The shit that happened on damn, it's something 3. It was the first track when I forgot the name of that shit, but that shit was fire. The second track was fire when we talking about I'm in your hotel, he was smoking Drake on that record, but it didn't get the push it did because I think if Meek would have dropped the second track first, right, it would have been a nice back and forth. But Drake would have still ended up being on top because of the song. That was better and stuff. Yeah. And it was getting too much exposure. I think the machines in the industries play a lot of part into how things get pushed, but you can't lie to the streets either. The streets don't lie. You know what I'm saying? I think that's good for the numbers and all of that shit, but the streets do not lie. And that's where I feel with that, where it's like, yeah, Benzino, you might be right as far as like they did little dirty Mac and shit, but on that microphone and then this records that we heard, the streets and the people, you did lose. But you had the best effort out of everybody. So I'm putting M back in that final boss because we're spinning it back to that too. Eminem is the final boss along with 50, Nas, and Cube. I think they can get Kendrick the fuck up out of there, and that's no disrespect to Kendrick at all as far as like what he did with Drake, but that's all he did. Yeah. That's all he did was Drake. That's true. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I think you gonna kill me for this. I think, and it's not even in a spirit of moment thing because of what just happened last year. I think Surgically, Kendrick would smoke Eminem. Yep. Yep. Take the glasses off, brother.
All right, brother.
Yep.
Brother.
Time to go. Time to go.
Brother, you saying a lot of hot Atlanta shit right now in this segment. You gotta take my glasses off. I usually take them off towards the end, but nigga, he's right here.
But look, just think. All right. All right. Let's compare the diss records, right? Eminem dissing Benzino. Eminem, he was barring up, but he wasn't too
before
surgical.
you get into this, cause I got a list
Right.
real quick. So when you say who are we comparing them to? Like, what are we comparing? What battle of Eminem's are we comparing to what Kendrick did with Drake?
A long-standing battle. So Eminem versus Benzino,
bet,
and then K-Dot and Drake.
Okay. I like where you're heading.
So if we go from the Eminem records versus Benzino, yes, he was barring up. Yes, he was doing intricate shit, but he wasn't like he was tearing Benzino ass.
I'm about to tell you,
I can't lie about it.
The nail in the coffin, the sauce alone tells you a lot of things. We talking about surgical things. That was
he was definitely surgery. Yeah.
And remember, he did back to back after he said Benzino. I dropped. He was like, I did 2 songs to your 2 songs. He was matching in real time. We got to go back to real time in this. Benzino dropped I Don't Wanna Pull Your Skirt Up. And then Eminem said, all right, nail in the coffin, the sauce.
Shit.
And after he did it,
nail in the coffin, god damn. That nail in the coffin was
nail in the coffin was nuts. Was nuts, bro. It was spooky. That what made me be
like, hold on. Let me backtrack for a second. Hold on.
Go ahead. Walk it back.
that nail in the coffin was crazy though.
Go walk that shit across 8 Mile, nigga.
Maybe I spoke to you, so hold on. I forgot that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, fuck that. I'm sticking with my argument.
You stand on business today?
Yeah, but think about it, right? Euphoria, right?
Yep.
Even though, don't get me wrong, K-Dot did get help because Pusha T and Joe Budden laid the groundwork beforehand.
Yes, that's true.
Me to call out. You feel me? He definitely laid
the blueprint was already there. The blueprint was there for you.
Yeah, so go ahead.
No, that's all you. It's all you. I'm talking for a minute.
So I think Euphoria. What's it? Euphoria? That was the first track,
Euphoria
right?
was the best track out of it. Yep, that was the first one where he basically dismantled him as a man, an artist. Character.
Yeah. For me, and then we go from the Euphoria. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna cap. The Eminem nail in the coffin is better than Euphoria.
You don't believe in what you're saying. I know.
No. I believe that Kendrick gonna win a battle, but I'm not. If we're gonna compare records, I'm not gonna lie and say nail in the coffin is not better than Euphoria, right? Then we got the Source versus what's the fucking second Kendrick rap? Okay, Source got that right because the 1668 LA, he was walking the dog.
He was like walking them down before to meet the grams and all that other shit. Yeah,
but to meet the grams though, son. What's Eminem third record? There was a third record.
There was a third record, but I just can't remember what it was. But it was
okay.
No, actually, I think it was like the Green Lantern mixtapes, Armageddon freestyles. Like there was a bunch of stuff after that. But as far as like those 2 tracks, it was like 2 for 2. Then Benzino kept going with a couple of other tracks, and then you gotta remember there was a rollout of an album at that point too. Like I think it was Eminem Show or Encore that was in between that because that's where he started dissing Benzino a little bit more on that. But we ain't gonna really put those out there because it's like he was drugged up and he had the weird big weenie shit going on with that song. Yeah, so like it kind of fell into like they both was rolling out albums at the time, so we could really say those 2 tracks with them 2, like but Benzino kept going though. You know what I'm saying? Like Benzino kept doing like Built for This, which I think was pretty disrespectful too. He was like, "Yo, where's your girl Kim? I need to keep my," you know what I'm saying? Like you saying some shit like that. He's like, I heard she like coke. She want to get her face bust or some shit like that. He's like, yo, bro, I'm telling you, y'all might have to go back. We're gonna revisit.
I gotta go back. I gotta go back.
To go back to how was chopping M down on the mic. That's why M had to keep doing what he was doing, because he didn't make solo diss tracks after the Sauce, but he kept.
But he added little bars here and there.
He had his bars for him that let you know, like, yeah, I ain't done with you like that. Like, you keep making these tracks and shit, but I ain't done. So.
Okay. But my point still stands. even though Kendrick lost those 2 first records, my point still stands. I think I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, bro. To be 100% honest, I think it'd be a good battle if they did battle. Though.
I think it would be one hell of a battle. I feel like a lot of people want to see it.
Dope. Yeah, because they both dope. They both could really rap their ass off. I just think
it would be 2 different battles, though.
Yeah,
it would be depending on what your ear's trying to hear in that battle.
True.
Because I think with Kendrick, from what I've seen with, I'm looking at the list now, from what I've seen with like Euphoria, 616 LA, Meet the Grams, Not Like Us, he was battling against a bigger beast where, like you said, he had that blueprint from Pusha T and Joe Buttons, but he had to have a different approach with Drake, because you have to outbop him, which Not Like Us is outbop. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? You have to throw the character flaws in Euphoria, which matches like his, your short jokes and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then you have to do 616 in LA just to match the stupid ass AI track. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
and then Meet the Grams is just plotting and planning for once he did. I heard Day Free. You know what I'm saying? Like once he did Free, he said Meet the Grams it. You know what I'm saying? So I think, and once again, I think his battle approach was phenomenal. You know
you can tell he's a tactician.
Right. He stomped, he surgically did it. And that's why I think it would be good. And you're seeing it from 2 different perspectives. Because I think they're both just going to drop. I don't think I don't think you're going to like wait days for a lot of people like Emma drop. And then Kendrick be like, oh, word? Then Kendrick drop. Then Emma be like, oh,
yeah, because they both got that competitive nature. Yeah, and then on top of that, they respect each other so much.
Yes.
So they're not going to put out bullshit, because it's like, if I fuck up right here in this record, I know this person's gonna smoke me.
Right.
Like, you feel me? Because I think Eminem took MGK light. I'm gonna keep it 100. That's why I don't really like that. What's that shit? Kill Shot. I don't like the song. I don't like Kill Shot.
Oh yeah, I'm glad we're here, because we were supposed to have been had this conversation. Word.
Yeah, I don't like Kill Shot at all. I don't like Kill Shot because I know Eminem's abilities. I know he gets busy, and I think that as a diss record, I think Kill Shot was mediocre to me. Even though he was doing rebuttals and all that, the rebuttals was like okay rebuttals. The R. Kelly line was fire. Like, he had 2-3 bars in there. I was like, okay, yeah, choke that shit, M. But I think he downplayed it because MGK lyrically is not on his level.
And that's what I'm saying. Because remember, I think people forget Not Alike was really the kill shot. Not Alike was the kill shot, if you ask me. Not Alike was the one that was like, yo, this is over. And then MGK had to respond to that. You know what I'm saying? Because people forget the order.
Okay, yeah. Right.
Take Kill Shot as M's response to like, well, I mean, it was response to Rap Devil, but they take it as like MGK threw it first and then M responded. Where I think a lot of people forgot Not Alike happened because of Kamikaze, and then that's why MGK did what he did. So that's why I feel like Kill Shot was a great diss in that regard, because he did the damage that he needed to do, and Not Alike where he rapped so well and did all the stuff that people expected, that when MGK did come out with the bullshit, which was a good song, but it was a bop diss. Because we're in the era of this has got to be Bob disses. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird place for me, because I think Drake started that. But
your beard is weird.
Yeah, your beard's weird. Like, I acknowledge you the GOAT, but I'm the gunner. I got you in the scope. Like, and he was flowing. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I like.
He was cooking. I think I like his last verse better. His last verse was dope.
Oh, I think the whole song was dope. But you're right. I know you get nervous, rapper. I see, something all over your spaghetti and shit. The way he spun that was dope, because he was flipping a lot of M shit. And I thought the hook was fire. I'm sick of those sweatsuits and them corny hats. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
M's bit. You know what I'm saying? That's M's bit. Like,
that's all he wears.
And he's like, yo, both of us are single dads for the Midwest. Let's talk about it. I thought that was fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was, once again, you was focused on making a bop and making a jam, because when you talk to people be like, yo, but Rap Devil was a better song. But what are you looking for when it comes to a better diss? And it was. But I'm like, I don't look for the song to be good. I look for what you're saying in that song to make me be like, fuck, you dissed my guy or you destroyed him. And I didn't get that out of that. I got that he gave him the business. I was like, what I got out of Rap Devil was M has to respond. And when he responded with what he responded with, I was satisfied like a mug because he literally covered everything from Rap Devil.
Mm-hmm.
Like every verse, every lyric in that song, and then tied it with themes and references that may have flew over people's heads and everything else. And the beat wasn't great at all because it wasn't meant for the beat, because M's not a person where he's going to make a bop. He's going to just give you a diss.
That's true, but I think sometimes in diss records the beat does matter. Like,
do you think so?
We love Nas. For me, I believe the beat matters as well, because we love Nas Ether because the beat was dope. On top of, he was smoking the shit out of Jay-Z.
Because he said "fuck Jay-Z." What's up, niggas?
Or Rip too. Fuck Jay-Z.
Like a gunshot.
You been on my dick, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. And then the beat dropped. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm like, I didn't talk about the beat.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
Clap. Fuck Jay-Z. Yeah, what's up, niggas? Like,
and then you know what's crazy? Out of all that time, I think a couple years ago, I found out Ron Browse made that beat.
Yeah, I knew that for a little bit myself. I knew that.
I didn't even know that. I'm like,
Ron Browse came out with Pop Champagne. I was like, oh, this is the same nigga that did Ether.
Oh, see, I ain't know, because I only knew Ron Browse from Pop Champagne and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But then when he started doing interviews, he said, "Yeah, I made the Ether beat." I'm like, what? You?
Right?
Like, that's crazy. That was an error, son.
Hell yeah, that shit was popping.
That was a fucking error, son. But yeah. What the fuck were we talking about?
Kill shot.
Oh, okay. With the beat. Kill shot to me, because I be joking on M all the time. I do like M though. You feel me? So when I heard Kill Shot, it was underwhelming because I'm like, I know M getting his battle bag. You gonna get busy, and then I hear it. I'm like, this beat his ass first. And then I'm listening to it. I'm like, all right, he's doing these rebuttals. Okay, cool. But other than that, I was like,
so in that case, I think you needed the beat to be good for it to hit. Then
that and he needed to say better shit to me.
Okay.
He needed to say better shit as well.
I respect it.
You feel me? So that's why I know people hate me when I say that. I think MJK got it, but
and then I would like to say this too. Like, for you to say that you think he got it, I get it. I know you think Rap Devil's the better song, but in any battle, because I don't think an artist should duck no matter what happened with the track. So I never respected the fact that MGK didn't respond back to Kill Shot to make it a conversation of that. Because anytime somebody comes out with two songs where they destroy you and you came out with just one, in my opinion, you're automatically gonna lose. You know what I'm saying?
But then it start off with the MGK dissing him on Sway, and then M dropped the song.
I mean, technically, if you want to say it like this, he didn't diss him on Sway. He just said something about ever since my favorite rapper banned me from Shade 45. And no, sorry, that wasn't on Sway. That was on something else. But you're talking about who's his favorite rapper, top 10, me, and me again, or some shit like that. You know, but either way, I didn't take any of those freestyles basically as a diss. I took more or less the feature that he did with Tech 9 as that initial shot. Because then when I think he was like, what the fuck did he say? He basically said something about, you're not a rap god. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, there's only one option. You're going to need something, and I ain't talking about the one from Compton. You're going to need a doctor. I ain't talking about the one from Compton. Arms, legs hit. You know what I'm saying? He did his whole shit with that. And I thought that shit was fire. I ain't going to lie.
That's a ball. That's a ball. That's definitely a ball.
Right. So then Eminem came with Not Alike, because that's when he was like, you want to get on Tech 9, but you want to, submachine gun and all that shit like that with that line. So that's when he responded back to that. So I would say probably the Tech 9, then Not Alike.
M did get crazy on that Not Alike shit.
I'm like, he
was Kelly. Yeah, he was bugging on that shit.
Who the fuck you think you are, Kelly? And like, people was like, he's dissing R. Kelly. I was like, no, he's using that because he did that weird shit when he's 20, talking about 15-year-old Haley and shit. That's why he said that.
Oh, he did.
That's why he said that, and then that's what made that Rap Devil shit even weirder. When he's like, "You're mad about a tweet I did over, fucking 6 years ago." Like
he was 20,
huh?
She was 20 at the time,
no,
and he was 15.
16, and MGK was like fucking 22, 23.
Oh, that's nasty.
That's
See, I didn't know that. I thought Haley and them was at the same age, so I didn't really look at it.
Haley was a girl. Haley was a teeny bopper girl, bro. When homie was like, because I remember the tweet too. He was like, "Yo, like, no disrespect to my goat," and I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but it was like, "No disrespect to my goat, but damn, Haley's fine as shit." Some shit. Some shit where I was just like, that ain't it, bro. That ain't it. And he was like 22. He was like 22, 23, but that don't, this is, let's have
that's nasty.
This is nasty because, nigga, she's in high school, she don't drive, and you're a whole grown-ass man. But you know what's crazy is that we are from those weird times where we went to school with plenty of girls that was dating all the weird 27-year-olds, 25-year-olds.
And they pull up in the cars and shit. Yeah.
We know what it is, but us real ones don't accept that shit.
That shit not valid at all.
Yeah, that shit ain't cool. That ain't what's up at all.
See. All right, so now you putting mad shit in perspective for me because I thought when he first started talking about Haley, I thought they was in the same age bracket. So if they was the same age bracket, I ain't really look at it like that.
Right.
But now I look at it. Now I see why M jumped out the window because it's like, yo, you're a weirdo. You're a grown ass man. You got a car.
You talking about you like little girls, bro. Like
it
would have made sense if he was 18, 19 maybe, and that's a stretch.
Yeah.
But bro, you was 23, 24, whatever age you was at the time. Nah, bro. Because Haley just turned 30 now. MGK did at 40, my nigga. And remember, we all watched Haley as a little girl. So as attractive as Haley is, don't get me wrong, as an attractive lady as she is, attractive. I don't see that. And I'm just a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just a fan who, like, I see that girl as little curly haired little girl talking about, hey dad, like I don't see this girl. I don't see that. So for this dude to say that, I find that I'm not mad at him for that at all.
Okay, see, all right now. Let's see. Now I gotta rank it. Now I got MGK. You wild. I didn't know that. If I would have known. See, thank you. Because if I would have known that piece, I would have never. I never would have stuck up for MGK. Now I'm stuck up for a fucking groomer. Like, I would never did that.
The more you know, like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? The more you know.
Oh, shit.
Now the whole you think you R. Kelly makes more sense, right?
Yeah. Oh, God. All right, MGK, yo. Come on, bro.
And then it don't even make sense when you talking about you mad about a tweet that I said you came out with a diss. It took you 6 years to come out with a diss over a tweet from 6 years ago, whatever. Yeah,
that's nasty, son. You talked about my fucking teenage daughter as a grown man.
My baby girl.
That's nasty.
What we talking about, MGK?
Nope. That's disgusting.
And you know what it is? That's because MGK was on all them drugs.
Yeah. Years later, he started drinking his shorty blood and all that nasty shit.
I didn't know he did that. You know what I'm saying? I just knew. He's healthy looking now compared to even during that M battle. He was looking real drugged up. You know what I mean? So big shout out to sobriety on that for him for sure. You know what I mean? But
then MGK been dropping those dope ass backyard freestyles too.
Yo, them backyard freestyles is fire. But those singles he's been releasing has been very questionable.
Oh shit! I haven't heard none of them, so I can't say anything.
Which is, made sense for Cliche, but I'm like, oh, you're leaning into this because he came out with some vampire shit, which I was like excited for. But I should have known better when I seen the thumbnail because I'm like, oh, you lined up in formation right now with them boy bands again. I should have the video. I should have fucking known better, bro. I should have known. I ain't gonna
lie, he do got some of those records that's kind of fire though.
No, boy band records. It's just for me, I'm like. I'm not in my American teen movie mood to hear this shit right now.
Okay.
That's really what it boils down to. Like, there's certain settings for, like, it's like, it reminds me of a song like, Sweet Dreams. Da, 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 So it takes me back to that a little bit, man. So I just can't with it.
Shit.
You know. But I know how much time you got left?
5 minutes.
Oh shit!
5 minutes.
I mean, that's how you know we had a good ass combo, bro. I didn't even get to my answer. So we'll give you a couple since you escaped this one today, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You escaped them today. I see why you was talking so long. And I'm gonna start off the rip now too. Just because you did, I'm gonna just start off the rip. So Brooklyn rappers or Harlem rappers? Which group you going with?
Brooklyn or Harlem?
Brooklyn or Harlem?
Harlem, automatically. I'm biased.
So who's your top 5 from Harlem? And I'm gonna give you some from Brooklyn because I'm mad at you right now. And you're a New Yorker, but you're from Harlem though, so I get it.
All right. Big L, Cam, Max B. People don't.
Okay.
I love
Free the Wave.
Free the Waves. Max, Mace.
I was about to say you gotta have.
And
you gotta put Jomo.
Hell no. I'll put Davies. Because
Okay,
I
okay,
like
that's
Davies.
respect. That's respect. That's respect. I'm gonna say
Brooklyn
all
got
those
some
guys.
killers, son.
I think Brooklyn got the better rappers, dog. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm
They
saying?
do.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, we got
They
the Richard
do, but I'm
Mille,
from
Louis
Harlem,
Day.
son. I'm biased,
You gotta say
son.
Harlem.
We
I
start
get it.
off
I
with
get
Jay
it.
Z. Come
Cause I'm
on,
like,
bro.
you
We
got
start
Jay
off with
Fab
Jay
and
Z.
Big. You know what I'm saying? That's alone. Jay Fab and Big over there. You know what I'm saying? And BDK. You know what I'm saying?
So you see, that's crazy.
It's funny that they said Nas, but I'm like, ain't Nas from Queensbridge?
Yeah, he from Queensbridge.
So
He
I don't know
definitely
why
from
they got him in
Queensbridge.
Brooklyn.
Oh, replace Dave East with Low Deluxe.
All right.
Low Deluxe,
All
yeah.
right, I can
Shout out to Low
respect
Deluxe.
that. All right, and then my next one is Ether or Takeover.
Ether.
Okay.
B-Wise Takeover. B-Wise Takeover.
B-Wise fire.
Ether, though.
But you know what's funny? I'm gonna throw a little monkey wrench into this. As much as I love Ether, I think Takeover is the better disc though.
How so?
So here's the thing. And I know this is like contradiction of like how I feel about a Family Matters type of track because I've stood on this, but I like how Jay-Z surgically took down each opponent throughout each verse. You know what I'm saying? I just really like that. And I like Jay has a way of disrespecting you when he says things, and it's real casual, and it's like, fuck y'all niggas.
Yeah.
I hold
He's slick talking.
Yeah, it's like that slick.
Like how he did Mace.
Of it. Huh?
Like he did Mace.
Like,
remember when Mace, we talking about, he said,
shit, you know what I'm saying?
Then we said, those ain't Rolex diamonds. What the fuck you done to that? That's just
They called them imaginary players. And then even another song, he's like, yo, I'm always number one, but you always want to be number one. He's like, you always want to be number two, but you stand next to number one. He said some shit where it's basically like he was making fun of the Diddy jersey where he had the one and then Mace had the two and one in the music video. So I was like, I just like that slick, subby, but you know what the fuck he's saying type shit. So I think I gotta go Jay with Takeover too, mainly because I just like how he was just talking. But Ether's the better disc. I will say that Ether is definitely the better disc. I just personally like Takeover because and it's not even a Nas disc. I think he's like, I give a fuck if you Mob Deep. I hold triggers to cruise. You little fuck. I got money stacks bigger than you. When I was pushing weight back in '88, you was a ballerina. I got the pictures. I synced it. Then you dropped Shook One, switching demeanor. Well, we don't believe you. We need more people.
You know Jay got some quotables.
That's what I'm saying, man. There was a lot of quotables in that song. Like with Ether, as great as this was, it's like I know certain quotables like, is it Dame Diddy, Dame Daddy, or Dame Dummy? D sucking lips. Won't you let the great veteran live? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but the main thing that stands out of that whole diss for me is you 36 in a karate class, you Tabo ho. You know what I'm saying? And it's something about you trying to kick knowledge. Nah, I'm trying to kick the shit you need to learn. No, the Ether, the shit that makes your soul burn slow.
Burn slow.
You know what I'm saying? That was fire, but most people can't quote a lot of them Ether bars out of there casually. You know what I mean? And I think with Jay,
I'll have to go through the lyrics.
Right. And I think with Jay, I think you can do a lot more quotables out of that.
That's true.
That's true.
I give you that.
I play devil's advocate on it because I do think Ether's the better diss track, but I think I can point out why Takeover would be better. And what's another one I got for you too, man? So Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society. This is movie time.
I ain't gonna lie. The reason I'm biased with this is because when I used to be in my cousin's crib, we always watched Menace to Society. Son.
Okay.
Always watch. So I'm gonna say Menace to Society.
You know what's funny is that's the same way.
You let them niggas kill your cousin? Huh? You let them niggas kill your cousin?
Fuck that. We gonna let that shit ride. Let that shit ride. Fuck that. Yeah, that's that scene right there.
Look, I even know Lamar didn't have brains, nigga. Like he played that role so well. When I seen him in another show, I'm like,
you're like, who's
where's brains?
Ain't that
Yo, nah, that movie is classic, son.
Hell
and it just shows that Jada Pinkett Smith always ain't been shit.
Oh, bro. You know what's funny? I know you seen the
she
meme out there,
that
like,
man.
Everything she been in, she didn't fuck niggas up.
Yeah.
Set it off. Don't be a menace.
Why she didn't care like that?
You know
and then on top of that, she groomed him. I think he just got out of high school. He's 18. Like, come on, son.
Yo, there was a lot of things that was depicted in movies back in the day, and you look back and you're like, wait, that shit ain't okay.
Shit. It's some sick shit we watching right here. I don't think we supposed to be watching this.
Like, what the fuck? And then you
But it's
explain
the
that's maybe
reality
why I asked
though.
to be so fast when we started getting into them teenage years and shit. We became fast
Yeah.
asses, bro. The influence, dog.
And then she set him up to the point where this nigga was about to be a stepdaddy at 18. Think about that.
Bruh.
And then try to
Facts.
get him away from his family. We gotta
Mm-hmm.
go out of town, gang.
Trying to move him out the hood. Yeah. I mean, she kind of do right with that move, but it's funny when you go back
Yeah.
and reflect. You're like, nah, you was, like you said, grooming and
He's trying to set that up.
manipulating. You was trying to
Groom
set
that
him up to
man.
get the shit, but she was kind of holding it down, though. She was the one really being the breadwinner and doing her thing, because she was like, we move out here, I do this, and I'm just trying to take good care of you. So on the back end of that, I think she was trying to take care of homie, too, even though she had that mother.
But then think about it. But
how old was she
right?
in that movie? I think she was also young though too. She might have been 2 years older than King, because she was messing with an old nigga. Remember, that nigga was old.
Oh,
She might have been young too.
I gotta look back. I gotta check the age.
Same here. Because I feel like she might have been depicted as like maybe 2 years older than Kane, but I feel like she was like just out of high school type shit too. And she was,
I think that's how she looked. I thought she was probably like, I ain't gonna lie, I thought she was probably like at least 24, 26 in the movie.
Messing with homie that was in the bean, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's why you would think that, because he looked old as shit. OG Bobby Johnson, he looked old.
Yeah, old as hell.
Right. But I think she was young. You know what I'm saying? I think she was young in that shit.
Okay, I gotta watch that back. I gotta see.
We got to figure. We have to double back on that. And then I'm rushing through these, I guess. But best rapper actor, and this is a two-parter because we got a lot of them. So who do you think's the better actor between DMX and Tupac? And I feel like they both have the same amount of movies too, which is funny.
Yeah, I give it to Pac.
Why
but
so?
That belly.
I feel like I give it to X because I liked his roles, but then I think Tupac was more versatile in his roles. He played a cop, he played Bishop and Juice, and then he played something else I can't think about the top. But then X.
Oh, remember that shit with Janet?
Right?
Janet.
Oh, Poetic Justice.
Janet. Yeah, Poetic Justice. Yeah. Yeah, I give it to Pac.
I give it to Pac. His movie is actually more legendary. X has one legendary film, where Pac I think has two, which is Juice and Poetic. And I think Gang Related, that's my personal favorite of Tupac's movies, is Gang Related with one of the Belushi brothers. I forget if it's Jim or John, but that's one of my personal favorites.
I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Because he played a cop twice, actually, because it's like Gridlock or Gridiron or something like that, the movie he made right before he died. Then Gang Related. Then I think we said Poetic Justice and Menace to Society. I don't think he was in any other movies after that, correct?
Poetic Justice and not Menace to Society.
He was supposed to be in
Juice.
That, and he was supposed to do Baby Boy, but yeah. So that's
he supposed to do. Okay, yeah, okay.
So it was four then. So he did four. Then X did Belly.
He did that.
Joint with Jet Li.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
That
I
was a fire movie. And then what's another one?
Because
I think he did two with Jet Li, didn't he? Two with Jet Li and Aaliyah, and then another one with Jet Li and Gabrielle Union.
Yeah, and then he did Belly. Yeah,
Which Belly, out of all those movies, if you ask me, Belly's like the best movie out of all of those. But DMX's best acting was in the other two.
Facts.
His best acting was in those. But I think I'm with you on that. I think I'm gonna have to go Tupac as well, even though I'm a DMX guy. But I probably have to go with Tupac as well. Now I got another one for you. I'm gonna end it with these two.
Okay. Gotcha.
Tupac or LL Cool J. Movie wise, we don't gotta add LL. This is a good one too, because LL got some legendary roles.
I say LL, and the only reason I'm saying LL is because that scene in what's that movie where Omar Epps was a snitch?
You ain't no Cop J Reed. I was about to start.
That scene, that whole shit was so like that. I love that movie. I remember I seen that movie late.
Okay.
You feel me? So I was just flicking through the channels or something, BT or something, and I was just watching it. I was just like, that whole movie was
he was such a goon in that movie, bro. Goon. That was his best gooned up movie role, dog.
Cool stick? Yeah, and he was wild.
Not that.
And then I heard he was inspired by Alpo from Harlem.
Nah, so actually that movie is based off of somebody from Boston. From Orchard Park.
Oh, word?
That movie's based off of somebody from Orchard Park.
Oh, okay. Oh, give me some knowledge, bro. Because from what I heard was he was depicting Alpo. Feel me? But you
sure that's not paid in full? That's you saying?
No. That's
Oh,
Cam.
word?
I know that's Cam.
Okay. Yeah, I'm almost certain that was a depiction of an OG from Orchard Park. And I forget the details off the top of my head, but I'm almost certain that's a story straight out of Boston. But they depicted it, I feel like, in New York though, which whatever.
Yeah.
But the guy themselves, it was a guy out of Boston. I'll send you the Googles on that because I know that's a fact. I just can't remember the details off the top. But that's definitely what that is because I think he just got out not too long ago. That's how I'm like, nah, that was definitely a Boston guy.
Okay, that's dope. See,
I'll send you it for sure. And then my final one to wrap this up, y'all. This is still best rapper to actor, LL Cool J or DMX.
I say LL because he had more roles.
Actually, sorry, let me my fault. Nope. Replace DMX. Give you Ice-T.
Damn,
that's what I meant
SVU.
to do. That's what I meant to do.
Damn. Yeah, Ice-T's on Law and Order though.
That's what I'm saying. But what LL on CSI though?
Oh shit, yeah.
But here's the thing: the best movie of all time, and one of them was top 5. New Jack City, Ice-T.
Oh shit!
You know,
all about New Jack City.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck you, Bito, man. How you gotta be picking between these two?
I'll give you another sleeper too. Remember that shit? That show back in the day? You have to remember this. New York Undercover.
Yeah.
He played 2 roles in that too, and those are probably easily the best episodes out that shit. Cause I rewatched the whole series. Low-key.
I can't plead the 5th.
Oh, you can plead the 5th and be like, fuck you, Bito. You know what I'm saying? Because when I be fucking people, I be like, yo, fuck you, Bito. You good, dog? Like,
nah, fuck you, Bito. I can't pick, gang. I can't pick, son. Nah, I plead the 5th, son.
I love it. I stumped
I'll plead the 5th because they got some great fucking roles, son.
Yes. Absolutely. Because then you know, I think Ice-T was even in fucking the Leprechaun series at one point too. Like Ice-T's been throughout the acting world for quite some time.
Well, he left hip hop. He said, "Fuck all that."
Let me got a
money. Bag. Yeah, nice bag. And he good. He got great. Like he's dope at what he do too.
Big facts. I'm a big fan of that. But yeah, man. You know, see, don't trying to run from a nigga again. This is his moment. This is
Cap. Hey, everybody in the chat. This is Cap. You feel me? We talked about this earlier in the week.
We got a live moment of Domo being like, all right, dog, I'm done talking to you, bro. I'm out of here.
Oh shit, nah, son.
But nah, this was a good combo, dog. Like real shit. I definitely appreciate you, taking time out of your day, chopping it up with me, man. Trying to get my feet wet with this podcast interview shit, man. And it's just good conversations, good
shit
time,
fun,
bro. We're gonna definitely spin the block again. This ain't like a one and done thing. I definitely want to spin the block with everybody again. Because once again, a lot will happen in life, you know what I'm saying? I wish you the best with the growth of the channel, bro, with the skits and just building what you're building, bro. And anytime you need to connect or just chop it up, holla at me, bro. Holla at me for sure.
Definitely will be. Hey, Bito, I love this shit, so I ain't gonna lie. This is dope. I feel me. I like the platform. But we could talk hip hop, bro. I don't really be talking to hip hop with a lot of people, especially on YouTube, because we be in the country rap genre.
Oh yeah. Yo, I see you got heavily caught in the country rap. I try to keep I can't get too immersed into it because I'm like, nah, I gotta spread it. Because that, like you said, that's when I start getting bored and making it stagnant. I gotta spread it. Across. And I'm about to say, like, before we actually do head out, what got you so heavily invested into the country rap scene so much? Which I think is just rap and it's down south, but I see how certain people try to take it and be like, it's country rap. You know what I mean? But what Simple Man said, he's like, I think it's just rap. And I agree with Simple Man's sentiment on that. I think it's just rap. But what got you into it like that?
I think it's because it was like a culture shock for me. Like, you feel me? Because once I listened to Tom, and then that introduced me to Adam. The Adam introduced me to Mises. The Mises introduced me to Struggle Jennings.
Rapper though?
No. I'm just saying how I got into the country rap scene in general.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, because from Adam, then I started heard about Struggle Jennings. Then I heard, Mises not country rap neither. Okay. Then I heard Mises, and then I heard Upchurch, and then like it just started snowballing. Like, then I'm like, who the fuck are these people? You feel me? So and then when the Tribe started coming along, like, yo, you should react to Struggle Jennings. Oh no, you should react to
hard too.
Yeah, Struggle's nice.
He's a beast, bro. Facts,
he smoked Yellow Wolf on one of these songs too.
You talking about Alligator Boots? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, he smoked him.
I've seen that video too, and I have to respectfully disagree with you on that too.
What?
Because you got heat for Yellow Wolf too. I feel like you got a little heat for
He's
my man Yellow.
ass,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
He's
Yellow
ass,
Wolf is
bro.
nice, bro. Yellow
No,
Wolf
no.
is a
Every time I
beast.
heard a Yellow Wolf verse, it's been ass.
Really? So I bet,
Me,
so I
you know
bet
what
you
I
in
mean?
fucking the BT cipher, he was probably like, "Yo, fuck this dude. Put these motherfuckers in a box and sit on the way." Like,
Nah, that was terrible. Joe Budden, come back. Joe Budden, do your verse over. just rap your verse over. Cut that whole part out.
You know what's funny? That verse put me on the Yellow Wolf. Cause I was like, "Who's this?" Because even Peter Piper can pick up a mic, but what it's like to pick a fight with me, it's like putting Nikes to a cheetah, but it's speed up. You didn't think that shit was
Nah,
dope?
see, that's that white people rap shit. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Because what the fuck are you talking about?
You didn't want him to Peter Piper pick the pepper, dog. You didn't want him to Peter Piper pick the pepper.
Who says that? Peter Piper, well, shut up.
You making me
that?
question what makes me tick, because that's a lot of it. I was like, Peter Piper picked the pepper, picked the mic. I was like, what?
All he did was he said a rhyme that everybody said already. Peter Piper picked the pepper, and then he said pick the mic up, and then he just ran with a cheetah.
No, he said pick the mic up is like picking a fight with me is like picking a mic up and fighting with a cheetah or something like that. Better speed up with a shell kill Sadidas.
Ass.
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help Yellow here, man.
You making it worse, bro. That shit is ass. That shit is terrible, son.
I did not help Yellow's case at all.
No, please.
I'm sorry,
no,
dog.
but like, see, but one thing is, I'm not biased to the point where if somebody show me a Yellow Wolf track that's dope and he's rapping and he's doing like it's a good song, I'm not gonna hate it. Like, oh, this shit is ass. Like I was giving respect. I would definitely like these last 2 Eminem records I've reacted to where his
So Best Friend.
He was talking about. I never heard that one. What's that? That's what him and M.
I suggest you go react with the world. Best Friend with Yellow Wolf and Eminem.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna add that to the list.
Definitely.
Okay, so yeah, that one. But like, come on, I'll be doing my Eminem shit. Oh shit, hold on. What time is it? Oh, my phone died. What time you got over there?
I got 5:45. Or no, 5:53. My fault. 5:53.
Oh shit, yeah, I get up out of here because my shit. The next interview is at 6.
Yo, this is great. Domo really got to leave now. Amazing. He's saying fuck BITO. but this is a great space, man. Big shout out to Doe. Don't forget to subscribe to his channel, man. It's been real talking with you, man. We're gonna chop it up, all right, my guy?
Facts, my boy.
Yes,
shout out to you, BITO.
You already.
Peace, gang.
Well, that was a fun one, y'all. I appreciate it. And this was real. You know what I'm saying? Later, I appreciate you guys coming through, man. I appreciate you guys liking. And so the next time when we hop on the podcast and talk this hip-hop stuff, I'll see y'all soon. I got some reactions coming for y'all. So y'all have a good one, all right? Later. Ooh.